Hello, welcome to Fiasconauts for January 2021. I am joined by Brandon Jones, Amanda Troop, and Jessica Lynn Verdi.
Oh, yes.
My
Welcome.
name is
You
Ian
could still
Hink.
keep Jessicles. Because I think you could keep the
Jessicles.
opening. I think you should keep the opening from the previous one.
Jessica is very good.
It's very good. And
say
so
that
I mean,
one.
if Ian doesn't keep the opening from the previous one, then
you just edit it.
No, actually, now this has become one of my favorite things to do to the viewer, where someone references something they will never see.
Yeah.
And
Right.
it's a form of torture I like to administer to my viewers.
All right. I've got my pants on now. Let's do this.
Yeah. Brandon's dick. Very impressive. We had to reshoot the intro because Brandon showed us his cock and balls.
It's true.
Amanda, is this your preference over what has just
It's a new year.
happened?
the new
Just
year.
Curious.
Get those
Welcome
numbers
to
up.
Fiasconauts. Yeah, we gotta get those numbers up, you know?
People did not understand when we cut the Fast and Loose, and I called and you kicked me out, and we ended the.
That was real. I mean, that happened.
That actually happened, and they didn't know if it was a joke or not, or if I was just a great actress or not.
No, yeah, I mean, that was, yeah. But here
my
we are.
feelings aren't hurt. I'm an actor.
Yeah.
I've never been hurt.
If you ever need a proof of all of our acting chops, here it is.
Every single day,
Buckle
baby.
up.
Buckle.
Forthcoming, you mean, not yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant how every day is a lie and that
Ooh. Nothing is real.
it's eating me up inside. All right, Fiasco. We are doing A Midsummer's Nightmare. I actually said it right. I thought, as soon as I said it, I was like, that wasn't right.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, no, it was. It's a fiasco of Shakespearean proportions. Yeah. And it's
Yes.
by whoever? Stephen Case, or perhaps Stefan Case, and Jay Pallarino.
Stefan?
And the Bard.
And the Bard.
The
Stefan.
Bard was referenced.
AKA Shakespeare.
Amanda, do you want to read the setting in brief?
I do. The setting in brief. With only hours before the curtains go up. What are you laughing?
It was a supportive laugh.
The score, setting in brief, read for you by Amanda Troop.
Represented by
Chapter 1.
Hey, you know. With only hours before the curtains go up, the tyrant monarch has demanded a new play be performed tonight. You must take to the stage, create and debut a brand new play in the desperate hopes of keeping the sovereign's favor. If the performance does go well, you may just keep your heads until tomorrow morning. Let's hope this night is more of a comedy than a tragedy.
Brandon, do you want to read the movie/theater night?
Yes, I'm very proud of them. Movie/theater night. Time to dust off your school notes and get down to the globe. If not, then movies such as Forbidden Planet, 10 Things I Hate About You, The Lion King, and Romeo and Juliet should tell you that Shakespeare can be anything you want it to be.
10 Things I Hate About You, based on The Taming of the Shrew, if I'm not mistaken. Jess, would you like to read these additional setup rules?
It's all a bit pretentious. The tilt table is made up of quotes and directions from Shakespeare's plays. This leaves them very open to interpretation. Use your imagination as to what they mean. As a group, it is up to you what these tilts mean for your session. There are no wrong answers.
That's good. She gets it. She
I
booked.
feel
Two
like
tables.
Booked.
Oh,
There are 2 tilt tables with this set. Depending on how your fiasco is going, you can choose from either the tragedies or the comedies. If you have more of a tragic comedy on your hands, then maybe choose one from both.
ooh.
One from both.
I guess I'll read this part. Twice the aftermath? Question mark? Ooh. What
Did you
has
just
happened?
hit your head on your mic?
My kitty did.
Oh.
He like
Drama. Twice the aftermath, you say? As well as a normal fiasco ending that decides how your play might end, you may want to consider exploring what happens to the actors offstage after the curtain falls. A boring play is likely to end up with the ruler disgusted and gesturing toward the hangman's noose, while a great play might see you knighted or better.
I'm sure we're going to put on a great
Oh, it's going to be
Play.
marvelous. So we can do one for an aftermath for the characters in the play and an aftermath for our real people.
Oh my.
If we want, is what I take from that.
Oh, I see. That's nice.
Okay, so now I shall roll in the dice.
Roll.
Roll in the hay. Oh yeah, right. Amanda, think of a number between 1 and 4.
3.
Okay, Brandon, think of a number 1, 2, or 4.
4.
Okay, Jess, 1 or 2.
1.
Good, I don't have to be first.
Oh,
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so that means Jess will go first, then me, then Amanda, then Jorns. Everyone has papies and a writing implement.
Yes.
Oh wait, I can't play with Amanda as a partner.
No,
Sorry.
you've had your fun.
It's
Do you
okay.
want to
She was
swap,
my
Amanda? You want to go
boyfriend.
for it? Oh yeah.
She was my boyfriend yesterday, so it's okay.
Ah.
I was hot.
You were hot.
Yeah.
It's a sneaky plug.
I had a lot of like
I only
Like,
accept sneaky plugs.
things I would
Yeah,
do.
because I was talking about.
I was pretty ripped.
Yeah, I was talking about your muscles.
Yeah. Because I spent a lot of time helping cows give birth, and apparently that really
All right,
made me
do an
buff.
actual plug so people know how to find this madness, because this sounds wonderful.
It depends on if it gets rebroadcast or not, but you can watch our improv via ripleyimprov.com. Find us on the Twitch. Ripley Improv everywhere.
Also, a lot of our shows
And,
are on YouTube.
And they're on YouTube.
I was going to
too.
say, you don't archive these?
We do. Well, this was in a festival that we just were in.
There's a couple
I
people
see.
I know that are like moving through our archive right now too. Like they're currently on Encounter, which is very cute.
Oh, nice.
Well, this isn't the Ripley show. This is Kyle Bossman's Fiasconauts. Thank you very much.
No,
Anyways, so yeah, it'll be Jess and myself and Amanda and Jones and Jess, having whatchamacallits. And then, yeah, so, okay. We had the roll turn out this time. We've got, looks like 3 1s, 2 2s, 2 3s, 3 4s, no 5, 1 5, 1 5, and 1 2 3 4 5 6s. Not bad. Not bad.
1-5 though. 1-5.
1 5. That's our sticky wicket this time. Jess.
Cover that 1-5.
We're sticky wicket.
You're first. What do you want to?
Okay, so I'm going to read the characters.
Read them all
the
down for the
relationship.
listeners.
The top
shit.
category, the big boy category is lovers, courtly, fronds, rivals, supernatural, and family. I'm going to give you and Amanda, Ian and Amanda courtly.
Courtly.
Okay.
Okay.
Ian and Amanda have a courtly relationship. Now it is my turn. I will give. Oh wait, I need to remember to actually do the numbers, or we're gonna get in trouble. Ian and Amanda. I put them on the bottom person. Okay. Whew, boy. Supernatural's a 5, but you know I am real interested in that.
What's in supernatural?
Do it.
Metamorphosed and enchanter, fated and seer, cursed and curser, human and mischievous fae. We would not be able to do specter and haunted, and then bewitched and beguiled.
I don't think that's such a great category.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think. I
Let's
don't know.
just-
I love it.
Let's just try to incorporate
Yeah.
those elements. Anywho,
I'm casting
Okay.
a spell on somebody.
oh yeah, we're all gonna be
I don't even know if I'll have the ability to do so on or off stage.
I'll make. Well, you two can't be lovers. That's gross.
What, Brandon and myself?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you'd make swimming rivals though.
Great.
Oh dear.
Jones and Amanda, rivals.
Rivals.
Okay, Amanda.
Dear reader.
Dear Rita.
So we've got lovers, courtly, and friends up here, and then rivals, supernatural, and family. Let me know which one you want to look at closer.
For Brandon and Jessicas, or Jessicas and Ian.
Yes.
So I get which categories again?
You're picking the big girl category for Ian and Jessica, or Jones
I know
and Jessica.
which numbers do I have? Everything but 5.
Everything and 5.
Everything
But-
and 5.
But
But
5.
you're burning it.
But
Huh?
you're
Right.
burning the only 5, and Jess hates you. So the 5
Don't
category.
tell her that.
I was told not to tell you.
Let's scroll. Can you scroll back up?
Yeah, with love and affection toward this page.
Scroll back down again.
With gusto.
I don't like family. I like supernatural.
Many don't.
Let's scroll back up one more time. Can I use the same big categories?
Yes.
Relationships? We don't usually do that, yeah.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with it. We're professionals.
Let's do friends for Jessica and Brandon. Oh wait, well they
Aw.
were friends in the last so let's do
we were
friends.
siblings. We were family in the last one.
No, Brandon, you and Ian were family.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you're right.
And you were friends. So I will make Ian and Jessica friends.
Okay. What is that, a 3? What is this, a 3? Okay. Jessica and Ian are friends.
Friends.
Those were the days. All right, Jones's turn.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an easy
JK.
joke, but it checks out.
Yeah, it checks. They're old jokes, sir, but it checks out. All right, who the fuck's turn is it? Jones? Yeah.
Yeah.
You could fill in a big girl category for you and Jess, or a little girl category for the rest of us bastards.
I'll do a little one because those are more fun at this point.
Okay.
Between Ian and Amanda, you are courtly.
We're
Is that what
courtly.
that was that it?
Portly and courtly.
Wise fool and foolish king.
Oh, I love that.
For sure.
Okay. Wise fool and foolish king. Ooh-wee. Okay, now it's Jess, it is your turn. We have big category for you and Jones, or small categories for everyone else.
I'm just going to say it. It doesn't have to happen. But it would be really funny if Jones and I got lovers and we had to be brotherly and sisterly. I think that would be really funny. That's because, like,
I support it.
one time I had to get, for like 2 minutes, I was cast opposite my actual brother and we were supposed to be married. And I was just like, please don't do this to me. And he goes, Jessica, it's acting. And then thankfully that one of the actresses dropped and I got a better role.
What if it's a sexually charged embrace? That's from It's Always Sunny.
Know what it
Philadelphia.
is.
Well,
When
or
I
should
kiss
I
you,
didn't officially say we should be lovers. I just thought that would
it's
be
like
funny.
I'm kissing my
We should
brother.
be lovers.
Also, I
already
don't
put
want
it
to.
down. I already
What?
put it down.
Okay.
But do you not want that? I can
No,
unput
it's
it
fine.
down.
It's fine. It's fine.
I can put it
Trying to
up.
respect my friend.
It's been
Oh,
done.
it's fine.
She's trying to
Guess
undermine
what?
your marriage, Amanda. She told me.
I don't believe it.
Via acting.
Yeah, acting the unholiest of odds. Okay, now it's my bloody turn. I can fill in friends, rivals, or lovers. What do we have here under friends? We can't do that. Brothers in arms, a knave and a wench. Ooh. Share a secret. Friends separated by power. The enemy of my enemy. And et tu. Which means that I guess it implies that we betray
Backstabbing.
and backstab
Yeah.
Julius Caesar. I like most of those. Any of those jumping out to all of y'all?
I like et tu brute.
Yeah, that one's cute.
It's cute. I
Alright.
also like knave and a winch.
I also like knave and a wench. We could be knaves and wenches aplenty. Okay, at 2.
Nothing stopping you at any moment
And
That's for what?
we have a shit
for
ton of
knavery or wenchery.
Yeah. So we are friends at 2. ... Okay. Amanda.
Yeah.
You can fill in rivals or lovers.
Oh, wouldn't it be funny for lovers if they were brotherly and sisterly?
Why? What a marvelous thought.
That'd be really funny.
Wait,
Although I could go for
Or-
star-crossed. That could be good too.
Or
wait, go
rivals.
back up.
Oh, okay, okay.
Ooh, former lovers.
Unnatural or unlawful, star-crossed, unrequited, an object of affection, compassionate, carer and care for. Alopian hen.
Brotherly, sisterly.
The only one in there that's good is brotherly and sisterly.
Yeah.
I'm not even
Yeah.
sure what that means with the ly at the. Are we? Is that just how we behave around each other, or are we like literally?
Or are you like literally Game of Thrones in it? Did that happen
Okay.
in Shakespeare? Is there a lot of incest? I don't remember.
I don't know.
I think it was like some accidental stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
it's just like a friendly affection, right? Like it's like I don't fucking know.
That doesn't
Or
sound
you're-
very fun.
Okay.
Or you were adopted, like one of you's like a half, and then you. Like,
Oh, it could
one
be
night,
like Mansfield Park, kinda.
Oh. One night
Totally like
you,
Mansfield.
you get a
In
little into
which
the
respect,
absinthe.
like Mansfield Park with the
But
cousin?
yeah, they're cousins. Yeah.
I was thinking of Gosford Park.
I have no idea.
That's where the women go to get the mans,
I
right?
was thinking of Lincoln Park.
Oh.
No.
Now I'm
No,
thinking
I
of Seven
wasn't.
Brides for Seven Brothers for no reason. All right. Okay. Who the hell's turn is it? Jones.
No.
Yeah.
You can fill in rivals.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let's see what we're missing here. I feel like we're missing a 3.
Oh, we don't have 3s. Damn.
Sucks
Arch
to
villain
be
and
you.
heroes.
Oh yeah.
I like former lovers for you guys.
I kind of also do like former lovers.
But
I
for
would
the
go-
two of us,
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Did I just make it interesting? I'm sorry. We could be former lovers.
Jess, the plan is falling into place, Jess.
Yeah, really subtle.
All right, so yeah, that's what we're doing.
No.
Okay, so now it goes back around to Jess, and you want to do needs, objects, or locations.
Methinks I need.
I'll read needs.
Read
To
me
get
the
power,
needs.
to get,
a horse.
to overcome, to be or not to be, to get the truth, to get the love. Okay.
That's it. No to get away, thankfully.
I'm going to go down a little bit. I'm going to give to be or not to be to Jones and I.
Okay. What number is that? 4. Okay. That's a 4 to Jess and Jones. So lovers, brotherly, sisterly, to be or not to be. Okay,
That
now
is
it's
the question.
my turn. We should have one other need. That Amanda and I should probably have.
Yeah.
Can't do to overcome. To get the truth, to get the love.
To get the thing that.
I'm just gonna do to get. That seems nice and straightforward.
Just to get.
Yeah, so
To
Ian
get.
and Amanda have a need to get, and then we'll find out what that is directly. Okay, Amanda, you can fill in the baby categories for the needs, or you can do an object, or a location, big category. What would you like to do?
And who needs a big category here?
It would be Jessica and
I.
myself, and you and Jones.
Can I see the big categories one more time?
The big categories would be for an object or a location.
Mandy, why don't you read the big girl categories for object or location?
Okay.
So you can. You don't have to do that. Though.
Castle, the
Hang
city.
on, this is different. So locations are called
props.
sets, and objects are called props. That's cute. You want to do props?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to do a magical prop.
Okay. So we got
have one.
magical,
Magical
dangerous,
prop
costumes,
for Brandon and myself. We have a magical
weapons,
prop.
vandalism, dramatic. Okay. Magical prop. That's our last one. That's Jones and Amanda. The former lovers have a prop. Magical. All right, Jones. Do you want to do little category for props, big category for location, little
That.
category for need?
Big category
Locations?
for, and this would be for you and Jocelyn.
You and me and Jess.
What am I
got-
not?
I hate Jassam.
We got the castle, the city, religious, natural time, and secret.
We're missing like a one. Yeah.
But we don't have a 1, a 3, or a 2. So it's 4, 5, or 6.
Okay.
Make it count.
It's not like super exciting, but I'm leaning towards natural on these. Time just seems kind of whatever.
Yeah, time.
Ooh,
fuck
secret.
time.
Wait, what's secret?
A hidden passage. A locked room. The witch's hut.
Okay, secret. Yeah, secret.
Okay. That's Jess and myself have a secret set. This is interesting because one wonders how much. One will. Oh, we've got an insult kit here. Very nice.
Yes.
One wonders how much one will hear from our actual people, or if we're just in the reality of the play the whole time.
It's like noise is off.
Yeah. Man, I love that. Noise off is great. Okay.
I'd like to choose the magical
your turn.
item.
Ooh, the magical prop.
You've got a 4, 5, or 6, and it's not wild yet. So if we save it, if there's something great, we could do wild at the end.
Oh my god, I'd like to save it.
Okay. For
I want it to be love potion.
you want to do love potion, don't you? Yeah. So that means you have to do location or a need then. Little cat.
Well, I don't want to dictate that, but that's how I feel.
Well, I mean, this is just your turn, so you're doing what you want to do.
I can't choose that yet for you guys. That would have to be our wild, unless there's another
Right.
wild out there.
Right.
Then
There's
I'll,
only, the wild is whoever the last die is, so that'll actually
Let's
be
look at to
Jones's
be or not to be.
choice. There it is. 4, 5, and 6.
I'm going to choose that as the question.
Oh, jeez.
Who has this? Jones and Jess.
Well, that is a meme, but it's a pretty dark meme if you really think. It's
yeah.
an easy sentence to utter, but like the man is
Right.
speaking of literally
Yeah.
existence.
To exist or not exist.
Yeah.
So, trigger warning for self-harm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also near Automata fans, there could be some kind of connection there.
Right. That is not to be.
Right.
That is. I can't remember the other one. 9E. Oh, I don't remember what his name is. Okay. That means now it's my turn, right? So I could fill in the other need, which was to get. Okay, so let's see if there's a really
get.
good one in here too. So right now, what we could do is 4, 5, or 6 still. So, to bed by noon, money in thy purse, or thee to a nunnery. The ring upon my finger, your pound of flesh, or a horse, a horse.
I mean, a horse is funny, but
Of course.
Money in thy purse, I guess.
I like money in thy purse too. I think it's funny.
Okay.
To get money in thy purse.
Money in thy purse. What's funny because it's a Is this the playset referring to us? Like we're the thy? Or are we saying that we need to give someone else money? Or each other?
I think
we need
it's
to get each
referring
other
to
money.
Oh yeah.
Us.
Do I want the money in your purse? Yeah. Do I want to get money in my?
Because it doesn't say my purse.
No.
No, it does. To get money in thee would be talking about the other person. Thy is mine.
Yeah.
Right. No, thy is
Thy is
yours.
me and...
To get money in thy purse is
Yeah.
about the you. You would just say money in my purse.
You would say my purse.
Yeah, you would say
Money
my
in thy purse is talking about yourself.
No.
The word thy means you.
Nope.
Yeah, the word thy means you.
Nope.
Right. All right.
I feel like we did something like this in the last episode.
It happens every time. It's an archaic form of your.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Thee is also you. Thy is your. Thee is you. Mine
And
or
thou,
mine.
and thou is also you.
Thou is also... Anything starting with th is some form of you.
Okay. I won't be an illogical feminist this time.
And the singular form of dice is die. Okay. What the fuck's happening?
But you can shove it, Amanda.
I believe you meant thou
Pop shove it?
couldst shove it.
Let's shovel it.
Thou couldst shove it.
Thou artly
Where
beef-witted
the sun doth
bladder.
not shine.
Yeah.
All right. Shit. Who's...
Why, you roguish plume-plucked measle?
That's a
dare
good
you.
one.
Your
Right.
mother was a bludgeoned Bert Perry winker.
Now, the twain of you can bandy titherings henceforth. We must finish the setup phase. I've forgotten whose turn it is. Amanda, is it thine turn?
Think so.
Tis mine.
Ah, verily. Choose the minor category. Please.
I don't remember my numbers. What do I have?
yeah,
my choices?
yeah. Hang on. So it's a
6
4 to
and
6.
4 or 6.
And you need to fill in the small category for your magical prop or the secret set. So I'll show you the secret set.
Ooh.
4 is a house in the woods, and 6 is in the catacombs.
Uh-huh.
And then the
And then the prop.
It's at the top.
Whoa.
Number 1.
4 is a ghost, and 6 is a premonition or vision. Though a certain someone wants to have Jones use that for a love potion. Those
The
scale
catacombs. The catacombs.
Catacombs. Where the fuck? Okay, there we go. Catacombs.
Catacombs.
All right, so that's for Jessica and Ian. So I get that.
Catacombs.
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 In the
Catacombs. Catacombs. I don't catacomb. I catabrush.
Let's
So
save
you
that
can-
solid wit for the actual show, shall we? Let's not exhaust ourselves before we even begin.
I'm just cleaning out the garbage beforehand.
Yeah. Jones, so you can do any of these.
You bet I will. Curveball. I'm
Oh.
gonna pick a wand. Yep. For my wife. Because I'll be dating someone else for the next 2 hours. So there you go, honey. That's my
Thanks,
But,
baby.
but if you got the love potion, she could make you fall in love with her again.
But she can make me fall in
But-
love with her if she casts a spell with the wand. The wand can do all of the things on that list.
All right.
The
But
wand
it is
it's like the Swiss Army knife of the magic world.
against my principles to use magic for love.
That's what I was going to say. Just a quick aside.
Wow,
Yeah.
there's a lot of character
That's-
defining going on.
That's coercion. Mm-hmm. There's no consent.
Fortunately,
Love potions.
my eyes are all the magic I need.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why I'm single still.
You do have hideous eyes, yeah.
4 of them even.
4 of them even. No, you got pretty eyes, I imagine.
We're all fabulous and we know it. Let's do this.
We do all love ourselves. Okay, so
Why
let's
else
run
would you be
down.
doing Fiasconauts?
Yeah, exactly.
What
Let's
are
run
we,
down.
the gleeking, fallen giglets?
Sure are. Okay, so Jessica and I are friends. At 2 is the kind of friends we are. So I guess we betray each other like constantly. There's
Or
a
we're
set,
building up to that.
or we're going to betray someone, yeah, or each other. There will be betrayals. We have a set in common, a secret set in the catacombs. That's where our scenes, perhaps our betrayal, takes place. Amanda, what is your and my relationship?
Our relationship is courtly. A wise fool and a foolish king.
Love it. And we have a need, do we not?
Oh, to get money in thy purse
Indeed, we do.
and beer in thy belly.
Ooh.
Ooh.
A bonus.
Ooh, that sounds good. Buy me a beer.
Jones,
I
what is
cannot.
what
but
is
I
your
would
and
if I could.
Amanda's?
We are
relationship?
rivals, aka former lovers, and we share
Lover, not
a
my
magical prop
rival.
between us: a wand,
Yeah.
Yes.
a magical wand.
And Jessica, what are you and Jones's relationship?
Jonesy's and I are brotherly, sisterly lovers.
And you have a need, do you? not?
And this is a need?
Yeah.
We need to be or not to be. That is the question.
Yeah, one or the other.
So I'm sensing a tragedy
So
with
it's multiple choice.
betrayals, suicides, magic wands,
Incest, trigger
money
warnings.
in thy purse.
Brother, sister, love.
If we mortals have offended, it's
Yeah.
Fiasconauts.
Yes. So fuck off.
Look at it. Boy.
Like and subscribe. Fuck that like button.
So all of these things that we're describing, this is all in the play,
Right.
right?
Meh.
The play's the thing.
Ooh. So
God.
some of this could be happening outside the play. So we're all people who have one night to make a play for the king, or they'll kill us.
Yes.
If it's not
One
good.
of us could be the king, maybe, or is the king in the play? Like
I
a
think
king?
One
I
of them is the
it's-
foolish king.
Right.
But it could be the king in the play.
The king could also
yeah.
be
or
in
the
the
king
play.
could be like, I've always
want
wanted to
to-
be
yeah.
in a play.
we're planning too much.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we need to come up with who's who.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
right.
Amanda or I are the foolish king, either in the play or real life. Amanda, are you drawn to being a king or a wise fool in any way?
No, I don't have a drawing. I could be either. I don't mind.
I like being a wise fool,
Then I shall be the foolish king.
although that plays to type, so maybe I should be the foolish king.
Does it?
Whatever.
I feel like it plays to type the other way as well.
I don't know if I'm flattered or
There's
insulted.
nothing wrong with playing to type either.
All right. So yeah, not a lot of information for me and Jess in our relationship. We're just bastards.
I mean, to that end, Ian, I don't think either of us is a foolish king.
True.
That's what I mean. Not
Oh,
that.
indeed.
Yeah.
I think
But I don't
I
know
was
that
just-
I'm really all that
I was
wise
just joking.
of a fool.
I think I'll be a man.
Great.
Love that. Love that for you. So that means you're the brotherly.
Yeah, I kind of like that, especially
Well,
if
you could
and I
both be
have.
brotherly.
It could be, yeah.
So that means you'll have to play a woman in the play. You might. You may or may
Or
not.
Brandon could. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
This is getting complicated.
so we're establishing though that this is the globe era,
We're gonna try.
but like
Yes.
it's not 10 Things I Hate About You in the sense that this is like a modern
We could
kid.
do that. We could do that as well. We can do whatever we want. So I guess
I mean,
that's
there's
an
the
important
threat
question.
of there's
Right.
the threat of beheading if we don't get the play done right.
yeah.
So I
which
think
which
Yeah.
could be literal or not.
It is. There
let's
it is.
Okay,
let's
it's
go.
literal.
Let's go
Guess
with
what?
it.
It's literal. It's that the
Pardon
Shakespeare
me.
thing we're doing is non-literal. What?
All right.
Oh, very literal.
So we're in Globe, England. We're all gonna try our damnedest, and if we
Yes.
put on a bad play, we're gonna be beheaded. My
Mm-hmm.
money's on that happening. Yes, and so that means, are we gonna do the noises off thing, where we're also actors playing characters? Because that could be fun. Because then we're playing we could play multiple characters in the play too.
Yeah, I think that I think it's a little too stressful to just literally stick to the play the entire time. But that's kind of what Fiasconauts is.
I mean, that's sort of what Fiasconauts is. All right. So Jess is a man. And do we have any other... We've got no real clues. If I'm the wise fool... Yeah, none of these are gender-coded, really. Sriracha.
This list of names does me no good. Let us see. Baby names inspired by Shakespeare. Baby Center.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh, yes. That's a good idea.
I already got my name.
What's your name? Damn it! I'm sitting here waiting for
My
someone to
name
say
is
something.
Leopold Collins.
Ooh. Oh. And that's your actor name?
That is my actor name. I have many names in the play. We're going to be playing many people.
Leopold Collins. How accurate are we being? Because if we're being super hella accurate, all of us have to be male.
Right.
Right.
I will
IRLsies.
I will leaning towards.
Let's do it.
Yeah, you could be like sneaky. Be a sneaky female.
Oh my god. Who keeps hitting their mic?
It's
Not
me.
I.
I'm just having a problem because there's a cat here,
Oh, okay.
and so I'm super close. I'm sorry.
I'm not mad. I sounded mad. I'm not mad. Mommy's not mad. She's just disappointed.
No, people really hate how I am with my mic, so it's not your fault.
Hey, don't let them get to you, man.
Yeah, they're not wrong.
I mean, they're not, but don't let them get to you.
Yeah, see? Step one.
Step 1, don't let them get to you. Step 2,
don't.
quit
They
hitting your
don't.
fucking mic. Okay, so we got Leopold Collins. Are we all being men in real life, and then in the play we can be whatever? Okay, so Jones is Leopold Collins.
Oh, but Jess and I are still lovers. Oh, my.
Well, in the play or in real life, who's to say?
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
Like, most of these could be for both, either.
Yeah, that's really fun.
We're trying to figure out to be or not to be brotherly lovers.
Right.
That's the question.
Brotherly lover. We won't stop doing that. Anytime the word lovers comes up, one of us is going to do it.
I do it daily, probably.
Oh, yeah.
I have a friend who thinks it's untoward to say, call people lovers that aren't your actual lovers. So, like, Amanda,
What
I'll,
a
like,
wet
hang up
blanket.
Yeah. I will be Morgan, maybe. No, I don't like Morgan.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, it's important. I could be Toby.
I love a good Toby.
Somebody
Someone
listening
could
to this
be-
named Toby was just like, what the hell, man?
Well, somebody could
problem?
be like a little boy, too.
Well,
'Cause
Sir
little
Toby
boys played-
Belch.
Toby Belch, right. Or I could be Hubert. What makes us laugh, Hubert?
Well, because of Huber.
Oh, right. No, I don't
Oh,
want. I
yeah.
don't want
Everyone, a lot of people think his name is Hubert.
I'm going to be Edmund Adams.
Uh-huh.
Edmund Adams?
There's Ajax. That's good.
Edmund Sparrow? Edmund Spicer.
Edmund Spizor. It says Swampy, Slappy. Samson.
Samson. I was way off.
Marmaduke Goosebone. That's your name, Amanda.
Marmaduke Gooseborn.
Hard to step away from that one.
Really is.
Let's put it this way, honey. You have 30 seconds. Nice. You're Marmaduke Gooseborn, okay?
Okay. Wow, that's hard. That's terrible. Okay, I'll be
Elias Trevitt.
No, I don't know.
I'll
I
be.
don't have any inspiration here. I'm trying to think of a foolish king name here.
Well, this is your real life name first.
Okay. This is my real life name.
Well, so if you're the real king in real life,
So
then
then-
yes.
So then let's see.
Simon Anstey.
What's your name going to be, Ian?
Mine's going to be Balthazar Bertrand.
Okay. I'll be Lance.
Yes.
Love a Lance.
Like Madonna, just Lance.
Just Lance.
Lance.
No one knows his last
Lance
name.
Twarby.
No, just Lance.
Oh, okay. Brandon, what's your last name?
Collins, Leopold
I'll be
Collins.
Lance the bread maker. I'm Lance the bread maker. That's my tribute. Okay. Lance the bread maker. Because I want to get money in my purse.
Well, is that...
One must make dough.
This is... Oh, my God. So wait, is that in the play or in real life?
That's my actual name.
Okay. These are all our real life names, right?
And then I am the bread maker, you know, like
real life.
Yeah, like I also make bread.
Sounds like a Ben Affleck movie.
I'm a baker.
Ben Affleck is the bread maker. He didn't do that anymore.
Somebody's got
until
to
he
make
had
the
to.
dough.
Somebody's got to make the
Lance.
dough.
But I like to just be
Coming
called
exclusively
Lance.
to HBO Max this summer, 2021.
Oh boy.
All right.
Goodness.
So Jones is Leopold Collins. Amanda is Lance, the bread maker. I am Balthazar Bertrand. And Jess is Edmund Adams.
I think I really do feel like I'm having that nightmare. Like I really.
Oh yeah,
like,
I'm horrified of this.
I think they keep this as vague as possible for these relationships because they know you're gonna get it and be like, wait, what the hell?
Yeah. Well, and we're doing two things at once. We're
How
doing
old
real
are we?
us,
Where are we?
and
What
we're
year
doing
is
the
it?
fucking play.
What play are we doing?
You guys need to do some training with Ripley Improv so you can just not freak out and trust someone.
Again, another solid plug.
Since doing Fiasconauts, I have seen zero impact on our show.
Yeah, so it's like the 1600s, Brandon. In answer to your question,
All right,
early
okay,
1600s.
Okay.
Don't
Okay.
you know all about that era?
I'm chilling.
Yeah. Does that help you?
Are you a logger-headed, clapper-clawed hedge
No.
pig?
I'm more of a yeasty, weather-bitten wagtail.
He just had it.
sorry,
Yeasty, dude. Yeasty. Oh my God. So all of us are walking around with like citrus fruits dangling off our belts because we smell like ass.
Right.
We're doing costume quick changes. Probably
There's
half of
mud
us have
everywhere.
the Black Plague, and we don't even know it. When was the Black Plague? Probably earlier.
We're in the Renaissance.
Okay, part 1 coming up. Bye.
Okay, so we open on
Wait, I haven't even started yet. Hi, welcome back. Jessica's turn. Okay, now go.
it's a post-foggy morning. It wasn't terribly foggy the night before, but the morning is misty. It's early, and the only people that are moving through the streets are the tradespeople and people setting up their little shops around the streets. The town isn't busy, but you can have that sense of like pre-busy. And Edmund Adams is walking down the path towards the Globe and interacting with a couple of street vendors as they're setting up, getting
Morning.
like getting their coffee, or you know what I mean, like I don't know.
Morning.
Morning.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
And yeah, he's like light on his feet, right? He's just like having he's like reading his script. He's like, but nicer than Belle.
The shopkeepers are like, what a peculiar young man.
Yeah, his head's in a bun with a ribbon. It looks great.
Yeah.
So
There he goes, that fishy actor. Always reading in his script.
And he also has the key to the globe, so he's able to like unlock. Like he's just trusted, and he's the kind of guy you give the keys to, and you have watch your kids kind of guy. And he unlocks the door, locks it behind him because it's still like it'll be some time until other actors will come. He's just warming up the area. And this mist is just hanging perfectly on either side of the stage. And so the stage is bare, but the stage has no mist, but it's just like the ambiance is amazing. So Edmund goes to the stage and starts like doing stretches and like warming up his vocal cords. To be or not to be. And everyone could hear it echo through the
To be or not to be.
To be or not to be. And it's
Why, they start rehearsals already?
Yeah, it definitely pisses off a couple of neighbors for sure.
Keep down that racket.
And it does unfortunately wake up someone that was sleeping underneath the stage.
I was actually thinking that okay, so. Oh, God! What is that racket? Edmund, is that you?
Oh. Who's
Blast
that?
it! It's me, Balthazar Bertrand.
Balthazar, show thy ruddy face.
I fell asleep here in the theater again. I was rehearsing all night.
Oh, yes. Were you rehearsing or were you drinking, you bloody fool?
My character is the fool. I was getting into my role.
Oh, yes. Then shall you recite your soliloquy now for me in its total memorized position, or shall I...
Unlock the trapdoor upon the stage, and I shall ascend and regale you with my soliloquy, if you so choose.
I think a true actor might be able to do it in whatever situation he may find himself.
All right. So from your perspective, there's just this voice muffled by the stage, since I'm under the damn stage. I just say, Lo! These many fortnights I have found my own disquietude deepening. For in myself there are two warring feelings, one of lust and one of admiration. Shall I there...
Oh, carry on then,
What?
Balthazar.
You told me to do my soliloquy.
And it was a test and you passed mostly, except for you did misunderstand one word. It was lust and leisure. But...
No. Hey,
yes.
Open the damn trapdoor and let me look at my script. I left it in the front row.
I wrote the damn thing.
You wrote this damn thing?
You knew that. I might as well have.
Did you? Who did? I don't know who wrote this play.
It's very misunderstood that for the reason why Sir Shakespeare is so prolific is that we were able to write it with him. Most of the plays are written together with the players. Don't you know that?
Are you telling me that William doesn't write his own plays?
It's usually his concept that he's probably stolen from some other story here or other, but we workshop them for him. We just don't get the credit.
Well, that is true. I did add my own little flair. Will you let me up onto the stage,
Yes,
please?
of course. I have a bit of a Scotch egg that I won't finish anyway.
A Scotch egg? At this hour?
It's a perfect hour for a Scotch egg.
What time is it? It's very dark down here. Is it morning?
I've unhatched the hatch.
You have?
Balthazar and I on 5 minutes ago.
He has a cap that's been pulled down over his eyes, and he pulls it up. Oh, so you have. And he clambers out. Wait one moment. He reaches back down and pulls up a bottle. I nearly forgot my muse.
I really think that you are the one actor that is improved with their drink.
It's marvelous, isn't it?
No, it's a shame.
A shame, why?
Imagine what you'd be if you were never drunk.
Oh, I don't have to imagine it. I lived it. I was dreadfully dull. Dreadfully dull. I'm quite pretentious when I don't have a little bit of loosening agent you know.
Balthazar, I shall share this information with you, seeing as you are likely to forget it.
Very likely.
It has come to my attention that shall we not put on a perfect show this evening? And King Henry, who is in attendance, if he is displeased, I shall be strung up amongst my players.
Well, I'm one of the players.
Yes.
You're saying we are to be killed?
It is being whispered amongst the ton.
Well, how's that for motivation? I don't think I've ever heard of such a sterling motivator for a good show.
Well,
Lamb! Ah, Balthazar! Ah, Edmund, my dear players, you are excellently met on this fine, not so foggy morning. I have slept a great sleep, and I have leapt a great leap, and here I am to perform a great feat for the king.
yes, Lance, hello.
Lance, is that you?
Of course it is I. My dulcet tones betray my other features, do they not?
They do. They do indeed.
Lance, I am very pleased that thou art early. I have rewritten Act 2, Scene 5 between numbers 350 and 560. You'll need to review them shortly so that we can rehearse.
Present them in front of my face, and I shall have them memorized forthwith.
I'm literally holding them right now.
Don't I have a good number of scenes in those pages?
No. That's his soliloquy. You are present.
Oh, I'm there.
Actually,
I used to have Did you write me out?
It's possible. I listen. You acted in those moments so well that I didn't need to put your verbalizations in them.
You see, Balthazar, this is a great compliment, for you are an actor. To wit, that one could, in fact, not say a word and yet speak volumes. You
yes.
have the skill of total silence.
My mother always said I had very expressive cheeks.
Oh. And a paunchy, idle-headed lewdster she was.
Oh, verily.
How dare you speak of his mother in such a way?
Dare I?
Dare
I not?
Lance,
Yes, I.
please go rehearse. It is very important.
Yes, I shall forthwith go and rehearse my lines. And as this is my exit, I shall go stage left.
And I'll go rehearse my lines under the stage.
No, Balthazar, you are to go with Lance. We know that he cannot act for real, and that we are doing him a great favor by letting
What?
your lines, Lance. Your
I only meant to say that I believe you have cut one line in particular that I shall reinsert. It is most excellent, and I have already memorized it completely.
Oh, no, Lance, you should not. If it is the line about where the chicken's head can be found after it has been stuffed, we are in for it.
Oh, I
don't know.
Scene. Yes, okay.
It's been quite a long scene.
It was good. That seems like a white.
I don't think I got what I wanted, Lance. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Loved that. Loved every second of that.
I like how we ended the last month's play with the trapdoor and started this one with the trapdoor.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I loved the last time. Oh, that was great. Okay.
Yeah, remember when we did a good job?
Right now, we're doing it as we speak.
Now erase it from
You
your
don't even
memory.
know where it's going at this point. Anything could happen.
I don't know where it's
okay.
been, where it is, or where it's going.
So it's let me see. It's directly thereafter. I've gone off stage with Lance, and Yeah, I'm Lance, my friend.
Yes, Balthazar, my bosom buddy.
Yes. I was wondering if do you have any bread?
Do I have bread?
I haven't
Why?
eaten in 2 days, you see. I fell asleep beneath the stage, for what I think may have been quite some time.
Since our last performance, per se?
Yes, I have not been out from under the stage. I remember
Thou
going
didst
down
fall?
in the play, and now here I am once again. And it would seem some time has passed, and I am quite hungry, and I have no money whatsoever.
No, of course you have no money. You never have any money. That is your problem, in fact. If you had some, you would have bread. Now, let us think. How can we prevent you from sleeping under the stage?
I have
have
no
it.
idea.
We shall secure the trapdoor at the end of every performance.
Well, my character had to go in the trapdoor at the end of last performance. That's how I got in this mess.
Of course.
I don't think I have to go in the trapdoor this performance, though sometimes I have gone through, unintentionally.
Do you ever eat a rye or a pumpernickel?
At this point, I'll eat anything.
For if
I
you
do
did
have
eat
a
one of
rye.
those, I might have some nearby. But if you prefer sourdough, I must say my sourdough has not risen this morning.
A rye nearby? Oh my. I would love it. Wouldn't I?
Then allow me to go into my sack of bread.
Please do. Thank you, Lance.
However, before I give you my bread, I should say once again that should you get money in thy purse, thou wouldst have more bread. Wouldst thou not?
Well, I would surely love to pay you Tuesday for some rye bread today.
Gah, 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 gah.
You have my word. You have my word, lads. As soon as I have anything resembling money, in anything resembling my purse, you will be the second person.
Balthazar, you
I speak-
knave. Wouldst
What?
thou create false funds?
Counterfeit funds?
So if you were to give me coins of propage, say, for my bread, that I would give you false bread in return, wouldst thou eat a piece of wood?
No, I would never dream of it. I just meant, in the unlikely event that I find myself in possession of any form of legal tender, currency, money, coinage, I would give it to
tender.
you. Yes, right
Sweet.
after I pay the barman.
The barman.
I owe a considerable sum.
Now I think we get to the true problem, which is how do you make the sourdough tender? This is something I have thought over for many, many months now, and I have yet to find a solution to this. What were we speaking of?
You were going to give me some bread so I might
Yes,
not die.
Bread. Let me go into my sack.
Thank you.
But first, perhaps we should rehearse our scene, for I have heard the king is going to be in attendance tonight.
I've heard that if we do a bad job, he'll kill us. The king.
Thou dost jest.
No, Edmund told me we'd be hung by the neck till dead. Or beheaded, I don't quite recall. I think hung.
I would say I would prefer to be beheaded before I was hung, if that is
I think I would too.
But,
Maybe he'll let us choose. Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
No, let's hope it doesn't, because I think tomorrow my sourdough may in fact rise. And if
Perhaps-
I were beheaded tonight, I should not see it.
Indeed.
And then who would bake it?
May the sourdough of fortune rise for us all, I'd say, dear Lance.
Aptly said, dear Balthazar. And now
I
for
think
some
in
bread
this-
for you.
Yes, thank you.
Alas, I have naught but crackers, and you could not want these.
I would take some crackers.
No, I would not give them to you. They are very hard and very dry. To rehearse!
Okay. Scene.
Oh, another black die.
That's a black die for me. Certainly did not get what I wanted. Oh, I love us. All our little characters are so dear.
I'm going to see if I can dodge this next scene as well.
Yeah, so once again, apologies to the
Should
British.
I be the king? Should I be the barman? I don't know. We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Is it my turn? Oh, dear.
Yeah, what's Lance up to?
I feel like I've used it all up. Goodness. To get Courtney.
There is a Fiasco mechanic that we maybe have completely forgotten about. That if you can't think of anything to establish your scene, you can choose to resolve your scene, which means that you get to choose if you get a white or black die, but we get to choose what your scene is, like where you start. So if you want, we could do that. It's in the rules.
That sounds fun.
Okay. What do you think, gang?
Well,
Maybe
the play
a little
is
later.
tonight, so we can't
Wait,
jump
we
too
get-
Yeah,
far.
we can't jump too far.
Wait, we can choose where her scene starts?
At the beginning of everyone's scene in the Fiasco rules, we've never really dealt with, done this before, but you can choose to establish your scene, which is what we always do, or resolve your scene, which means the other people establish the scene, and then you say if you get a black or white die. In person, you just take it. But in our case, you'd have to vocalize it so I know what's going on. But then basically you get to say if your character does well or not.
If we establish the scene.
Right.
Oh, I like that. It's good to get you if you're in your head too much.
If you're in your head too much, yeah.
I just don't know where. I mean, I'm rehearsing. I continue to rehearse.
I mean, I guess.
Think.
Yeah, the logical step is that everybody shows up.
I shall merely continue. For tonight shall be the grandest performance of Lance the bread maker, or former bread maker, as it could be. Perhaps if the king were to see my performance tonight and think me a very, very fine performer, then perhaps I could be the official performer for the king, or the baker for the king's household.
Lance.
No. Yes, Edmund, director, yes.
It doesn't sound like you're saying your lines.
To it. Forth, ye geese, ye ramblers, to the meadow go, and there upon your knees, you geese, will lay both to and fro. For there the eggs doth hatcheth, and there the goslings rise. For in the morning geese are the night's great surprise.
Oh, shit.
Did you write that, Lance? That is not.
No, I've written what you have read for you.
That is not the script.
Am I doing yesterday's work again? Here we are.
Hey, Lance. I have
Leopold.
an idea. A rare one. Why don't you do as you're instructed?
Oh, Leopold, you silly Billy.
Oh, stop it, dear.
Oh, you stop it.
I go and I give you a peck, like literally the tiniest peck, like just like a molecule of our top lips. Like just.
Leopold, of course, Lance is practicing his diction, but...
Oh, is that what I'm to believe that was? Seemed as though you were... 'Twas a play within a play within a play. The Lance play. Let's all be bread makers, shall we?
Leopold, you wound me.
I shall take that as a compliment, good sir.
Except that your sword is quite dull, as I recall. Shouldst thou wish to sharpen it again, I do not think thou hast found the right stone.
I think Lance Leopold. I think he's speaking of.
I know what he's speaking of.
erections.
Yeah, yes. I understand. So penises with Lance. Thank you.
As I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted.
Fine. I will. My sword will remain sheathed and all that. Please continue, Lance.
If it remains sheathed, then how art thou a fighter at all?
He's quite. Oh, well,
I'm confused. Do you want him to take out his genitals, or do you want him to let you rehearse your scene? I'm
Should
sorry.
Tantalus's grapes be lowered further, or should they, like many other fruits, remain high and undropped?
Do you have fruit?
Do you not?
Edmund, do we have any? I'm sorry. I'm very hungry. And I've been drinking, you see, and I normally
Balthazar,
have it. Yes?
my problem.
Not
Yes.
your
Why
problem.
don't you have some of Lance's grapes?
I'm looking
spoke
for
of.
them, but I think that he was speaking metaphorically.
Of his
I'm
high
going-
grapes.
I'm going to go into the street and see if I can find something to eat.
Balthazar, that we are in rehearsal. You cannot
I
leave at this
know
point.
my lines. I studied them under the damn stage for 2 days when no one remembered I exist. I am a professional actor. I may be drunk. In fact, I am fairly certain of it. But I know my lines. Unlike some other bread makers I know. Sorry, that was mean. I'm just very hungry.
Yes, no, understandable. I'm Lance. I'm sorry, quite for interrupting you. I feel that there is a bit too much drama going on off stage. When we should reserve the drama for being on stage. I mean, it's not like we're going to lose our lives in this play or anything.
No, of course not. Leopold, might I
Imagine
see...
such a thing.
No, of course not. Leopold, might I see you in the drawing room?
Oh yes. Please, Lance, continue. It's your scene as well, so you have to make some noise while we have this moment. Yes, dear.
Yes.
So now I'm alone, once again, on the stage, where I am wont to walk the boards, and I shall say my next scene, which is, draw thy bridges down. Down.
Scene?
One day you will show this to Milo and be like, "This is what we did when you were asleep."
I'm going to say that's a white for Amanda's character.
I think she got what she wanted.
It did?
Well, you definitely didn't get like fired.
You didn't have to do what anyone
How
told
could you
to,
fire
yeah.
me?
Yeah, you were
I don't think we
rehearsing.
get paid.
It doesn't seem like I get paid.
No.
All right, Jones. It's your turn.
Well, we're in the drawing room, apparently. I don't know if the Globe had a drawing room.
It's weird that we design all the sets and stuff.
Drawing room. All right, fine.
What are you Googling it?
I'm just kidding. I mean, I was, but we start talking about hotels and stuff. That would take
A
too
drawing room in like actual homes is like where people get together and have tea. I really more meant like the scenery room, but like just to pull us away.
long. No tea in here. Oh well. What are you going
Leopold,
to say,
dear, have you
dearest?
not had your tea yet?
No. I had to Russia. Everyone proceeded here to the theater earlier than I had planned. So I'm used to being here on time. That seemed to be I was a bit late, even though being here just a minute early today.
Is everything all right?
Well, I was wondering that of you. You know, Balthazar's drinking heavier than I have ever seen him, which is quite saying something. Lance seems to be completely in another world. And you, my dearest, you seem to have your head buzzing about some news which you have not yet told me.
Oh, yes, of course. There's nothing all that interesting, of course. We are to be visited by the king. That is news.
Oh, yes, well, it's not that has not happened before,
No.
Performed for the king many times.
Yes. I should ask how your hero is coming along.
Very well. Very well indeed. Why wast thou question such a thing?
Oh, no, only in support, my dear. You are, of course, the leading man everyone, myself included, cares for. And your recitations yesterday were, well, interesting.
Thank you.
Yes. So, just be your wonderful self. I should need the practice, actually. I am lost without you. Leopold.
Well, it seemed that once I uttered the mere prospect of having one lose their life in the pursuit of good theatre, a hush fell over the room. It seemed like there was almost as if our fellow performers were emboldened in some way. I feel that I shall consider such a thing. That shall be my inspiration for today in rehearsal. Just the possibility of, are we to exist as actors, and if not, are we to face death immediately? Imagine such a thing.
Oh, yes, that would be some sort of motivator, to be sure.
I find it incredibly inspiring. In fact, I don't even think I will need any tea today. I think that will, maybe a cracker or two. But I feel that will carry me throughout all of today's final
Leopold.
rehearsals. Yes.
Should you, in fact, lose your life, if you were not acting to the ability that I know you're capable of, would you feel as though your life had been fulfilled?
In that moment, or in a general broad sense?
In a general broad sense, if you were to be hung up, let's say, tomorrow, would you be very proud of everything you've accomplished, say, today and prior?
I'm afraid, my dear, I don't have an answer for you at this time. But that is something that I shall think about.
Nay, I think of very strange things. Do not put any thought to it.
Oh, I'm afraid there's no way around it. I'm thinking of it right now. In fact, as you telling me not to think about it just makes me want to think about it even more.
Well, then maybe I should tell you not to think about our love scene.
Oh, is this a new edition? I've not received these pages.
Yes, it's a very important addition
Oh, my.
that I have added to Act 3.
Oh.
You shall find your personalized script left for you in your room.
Well, then, I shall go find it immediately.
Yes.
Oh, my. I run to my room. I guess I have a room. Let's see. Okay. Let me see here. Oh, okay. We embrace there, and then, a little dance, is it? All right, okay. Then we... What is that? What does that smell? Smells like moldy bread or something. What is that? Over in my room in the corner, there's a big satchel of bread. What is this? Oh, my! Never seen so much bread before in one bag. What would this be doing in my room? Well, I did not have breakfast yet, so it's not completely far gone. I mean, so just have some of this rye here. All right. Okay, we are cavorting about, and then I say, oh, what an awfully fine dancer you are. Oh.
And out in the hallway, Lance is sort of creeping up to the door and listening.
What a fine dancer you are. I never knew flowers of this sort could be so bright, but not quite as bright as your cheeks. Now I wonder what cheeks he means in that moment. I wonder if that's how exactly close are we? Because I don't quite want to make the king is coming. I'm trying to think if as the king easily insulted, should I gesture? Should that be something? Should I leave that up to the audience's imagination?
I cannot stand it.
What?
You should gesture.
This is my room.
Is it?
Yes.
And yet you're eating the bread from my bread sack.
The bread sack of Lance, the bread maker. I should have known. Pah! There's nothing in my mouth, but I spit. Pah!
You spit my bread, sir.
I spit your bread, sir, you ruttish, reeling, ripe nuthook.
Why, you qualling, full-born gudgeon?
It's not bad.
If I were a surly, rough-hewn pigeon egg, I would know thee for what thou art.
Well, if I was a decent actor and I was taking the advice of another actor instead of my director in love, then who would I be? What place would I be? What inspiration would I find in my actions if I was to be gesturing every time Lance deemed it so?
Someone who cares.
Cares about what? Cares about whom?
The bread maker.
I will have you know that I am going to perform this evening like my life depended upon it. Of course it does not, because such a notion is completely rubbish.
But of course it does, you fool.
Well, yes, of course it does, in the grand scheme of things. Obviously, you know, the more we are employed as actors, the more we can afford our lodgings and our tea that we enjoy
has
every morning.
Edmund not deemed your sensitive nature something that could weather this particular bit of bad news?
Bad news? What?
For the king is to be in attendance.
Oh, yes, I know the king is going to be in attendance. I have performed for the king before, and I shall gratefully perform for the king again. You think you've shocked me with such news, but you have not.
This is to be the
Lance.
last performance for the king, if we do not please him, for he has become quite tired of our antics, as it seems.
Well,
We
but
must
of course.
perform. You always interrupt me. This is why we are no longer
Oh, really? It is just
as we
this.
were.
You have found the one single article that is responsible for the demise of our courtship. Oh, well then, congratulations. I applaud you, sir. I gesture in your general direction, sir. Yes.
Well, then name the other reasons.
The other reasons why we are
Yes.
parted?
Yes.
Black tie, then? Seems like...
To put it quite simply, you are a frothy, fly-bitten giglet. And this is no small thing, I do not like the way you smell.
I smell like bread.
Indeed.
You used to love the way I smelled.
I'm out. I'm gone.
Alas, sweet Lance, your heart is twain. Will it ever come together again? Perhaps.
It's my seat, damn it.
Scene? Oh my god. Okay. So that's black die for Jones, I guess. Jess, your turn.
We are rehearsing. It's midday, mid-morning. We're rehearsing the catacombs scene where my character finds my lover dead in the catacombs, and the fool has followed my character to the catacombs to
Yes.
aid me in my plan or whatever.
Am I the dead lover? Am I like pretending to be dead on stage?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that makes sense. How our love was to be cut so short.
So short it were not as short as I.
Jumped my line. You have jumped my line.
Oh. You've changed all the lines. I'm sorry, Edmund. You've changed the lines. I memorized it before these new pages were entered into the mix.
Just as I said, thou shouldst have stayed and rehearsed.
I've been here for 3 days. Where have you all been? Rehearsing elsewhere?
Have been in place for 3 days. You've been under the stage for 3 days.
I'm sorry. Can I take this break as an opportunity to scratch my nose?
Please, Leopold, you'll break the illusion.
True actor never moves. He stays in character.
Lance, I am the director.
I am only in the audience observing.
Thank you, Lance. It's very observant.
All right, everyone.
Edmund, Edmund, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I jumped on your line. Can we call a brief recess, and may I speak to you for a moment, please? Briefly?
Everyone doth take 5.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
And what shall I do? I was already on my break.
Feverishly scratching my nose.
Not my problem, Lance.
I pull Edmund over to the side. I'm unsure if I'm pretty drunk, so I have no idea if Leopold can hear us or not. Edmund, I read the new pages. I'm sorry I haven't memorized them quite yet. I'm working on it very hard.
Your
I haven't had
breath.
anything to eat, you see.
Your breath smells like a dying dog.
Oh, I was so hungry, you see, and I found something in the alleyway that may have been a dead dog, and I must say I nibbled on it and then thought better of it, and I placed it back upon the cobbles where I found it, and I said a wee little prayer for it, and and then I sort of sullied the moment because I slipped in the mud and fell right on it with my bare bottom, which was out because I had been in the alley to relieve myself. All of this is beside the point.
Balthazar, what have
Edmund,
you...
Edmund, I have something of grave import to speak with you about. I have been reading these new pages, Edmund, and I may be drunk, and I may have not eaten in 3 days, but I think, and you could be free to tell me directly to my face if this is hogwash entire. But I have a suspicion, a vague suspicion, from reading these new pages, that you want to die, that you want the play to fail, and that you want to kill us all. And I happen to quite like my life. But these pages, Edmund, are far beneath your normal... Oh, I almost threw up, sorry. They're far beneath your normal level of quality, you see. And
Balthazar.
I was thinking about it, and I thought the only thing I thought was that this had to be intentional. You see, Edmund, I'm scared. I don't want to die. I want to do a good play, and I want to eat something. And if I'm dead, I cannot eat anything. Edmund, please, you must tell me this is just the drunken fancy of a sad old man, and not your true design. Edmund, please.
It is fascinating that you should find yourself in a position to tell a wonderful writer that they are not at their best. You know I ought to kill you.
I'd rather you didn't.
I won't.
With your written word. Oh,
My written word,
with
I am
your
at my
knife.
very best. You listen very closely, Balthazar. I have poured my own blood on these pages. When I ran out of ink, I used the blood of my thumb to continue writing.
I noticed. that it
Balthazar, should
turned
your
red.
bloody mouth
Huh?
come 1 inch closer to saying that I am unable to write us a play that will save our lives, you shall find yourself a very grave man. A grave...
And I should say, this play is the best play you've ever written, in my opinion, which I know you hold in great esteem. This is the finest work you've ever done.
Oh my
Well, I
God.
believe, Bread
Edmund,
Maker,
do you
that's the
see-
first time that you and I have agreed this week.
Oh my God.
They think it's good, Edmund. They think it's good, which we know.
Means it's horrible.
Lance is a bread maker, Edmund. He's not an actor.
And Leopold is just beautiful.
Leopold is ever so beautiful. I am so drunk. I'm sorry if I offended. 'Twas not my intention to offend. I just, we've been
Balthazar.
friends for many years.
I have rewritten the play yet again in my brain. The lover shall not die. It is you.
My character?
You
Or
yes, of course, your character.
mine own? Okay. Well, that's fine. I think that the fool archetype,
It has never been done.
Yes, and I should get my comeuppance for all the wicked scheming I have been doing in the play.
Yes, of course.
Edmund, do you forgive me for doubting you?
No, I don't.
Very well. Do you have any food?
I do not.
Okay. I'm sorry to interrupt the scene.
No.
I'm glad
Nothing.
that you're not secretly trying to kill us all with your terrible play.
Not us all, no.
What?
What?
What did you say?
Not at all.
No. Oh, I thought. Okay. Thank you for your ear.
Your
Edmund.
5 minutes is up.
The 5 minutes is up, everyone.
Thank you. 5 minutes.
Leopold, I have rewritten the scene yet again. You shall live.
Ah, but I shall perish. I like these changes.
Lance, 1 moment, please. Balthazar shall die.
Very
I
tragical
live to
turn.
serve.
Scene. I think that's a white die.
Yeah.
Yes. Depends on whose scene that is, but that is
That was
definitely one for
Jess's
Jess.
scene, so definitely a white die.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so we've finished rehearsing the catacombs scene, and now we are because we've put the play together so quickly. We sort of just have to set dress a similar kind of stone-looking room for every scene, right? So each of us has roles to make the quick changes happen, and I'm in charge of the vases and the flowers. And so the scene after the catacombs is the scene in the throne room, and I'm trying to put a vase on a plinth, but I keep missing the plinth because I'm so drunk, and so I'm not even in this scene. But you guys decided to rehearse it, and it's the three of the rest of you in the scene. But I'm in the back trying to put this vase on this thing.
Ah, 2 young lovers hath come before your king, for I have let my drawbridge swing.
And
It
I
swung-
accidentally lift the vase up too high and dump flower water all over you, Lance.
Ugh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I finally get the vase. I got it. I got the vase.
But
Perhaps I shouldn't-
inspiration,
What?
inspiration has struck. Just as the water hit my skin, I thought, what has our king not yet seen on stage? A king in the rain. We shall be kinging in the rain. Just kinging in the rain.
You're very wrong.
What a glorious feeling.
How are we?
I am happy again.
King
Quiet
Lear
enough.
was in
How are
an
we to
act-
produce rain?
King Lear was in a storm. There's no rain. This is not the first time a king.
King
has-
Lear, I have not heard of this one. Who wrote that?
Shakespeare.
Yeah.
William, he's right over. He's sleeping in the back of the house.
If it is not an Adams, it's not worth my time.
I'm
point.
sorry I poured water on you. I'll go refill the vase. Perhaps, Edmund, I should not be in charge of the flowers. My balance is a little impaired. I haven't eaten, you see, and I'm very drunk.
If the audience cannot see the water from where they are sitting and standing, why is there water in the vase to begin with?
An excellent query. Perhaps I should dump the water. I'll take the vases outside.
Please, everybody. I am the director, the writer, the set designer, the costumer, and the lover. Yet no one has taken me seriously as though our lives depend on it today. I am doing my...
I'm not taking you seriously.
And I.
I must admit, I'm not quite sure where this is coming from.
I think he's
especially
feeling...
in the
Look,
yes.
I can handle this, Edmund. Edmund is feeling quite down in the dumps, you see. he's been feeling like he's been feeling the pull of the mortal coil tightening around all of our necks like a proverbial king's noose. And Edmund has written a play to ensure that... what was I saying, Edmund?
Well, how else is an actor supposed to feel? You're on stage trying to pour your life out, to the audience, and if you don't make that connection, I believe that is almost
Choose
the same
death,
thing as
as
death.
they say.
It's a story death. It is a character death. It is a death of reality, a death of the story. What can exist past the reality that you're trying to convey to your audience? Seems quite
Nothing
elementary
I'm
to
aware
me.
of. Yes. I'll go dump out the water in the vases, and then we could try it again. I'm sorry I interrupted the scene.
I don't even... perhaps I'm speaking out of turn, my love, but I don't even believe the vases need flowers to begin with.
Oh, of course they need flowers.
They may not need the water, though, as Lance...
He's not
Edmund.
your love, Lance.
Did he... He said that to... Oh.
The king is wet and requires a towel.
I'll get a towel for... And I'll dump out the water. I'll get...
Oh, we don't have all day. I walk off stage and I grab a towel and throw it at Lance. There. Dry
Lance
thyself, quickly.
Edmund, are you all right?
Once again, we shall do this scene once again.
Shall I dump out the water of the other...
Whatever that damned thing you want.
I'll go dump out the water from this vase. So I go down this front very shakily. Oh, bless you, lads. I walk out the front of the Globe Theater, and all the sights and sounds hit me like a ton of bricks, and I'm trying to find somewhere to dump out the water because I'm very concerned about getting it on anyone now because I'm so paranoid about that. And I stumble and spill the water on a constable. And he says, "What ho? What is this?" And I go, "Oh, it's just water for the play." And then he goes, "Public drunkenness? You're coming with me." Scene. I'll take a black die for that one.
I'll give myself. Go on.
Okay, Amanda's scene. Lance, what's Lance up to?
Once again from the top. These two lovers are before me, for I have my drawbridge lain down, and thou across it did travel to seek an audience with me. Perhaps, Edmund, we could say, the drawbridge did lay down, and thou didst come across it to seek an audience within, for thou didst want to love it. So
Yes.
it rhymes a little bit
Yes,
better.
of course.
Okay. So as I said before, blah, 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 the drawbridge, blah, 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 blah. Now I, the king, doth say, upon this blessed hour, that thou hast to be married, for I have the power. I'm thinking perhaps, and now I, the king, doth say upon this day, that thou mayst be wed, for that is the way.
Yes, Lance.
Very good, very good.
It would seem to
Continuing
me
on.
to be quicker for you to just make these adjustments as you see fit, rather than instruct us upon what you are about to do.
Well, I do not presume. You see, I do not presume anything in these circumstances, and I would not want to tread upon the toes of our esteemed director and writer and costumer, etc.
Well, I shall presume that you will be insistent to make even more changes, and that I also presume that there is indeed a set amount of time between the time that we have now and the time that we are to be performing this play. And if we are to spend the entire amount of time for you second-guessing the work of this...
I'm not feeling well.
I wouldn't think that you would be in the presence of someone so demanding, a critic almost, not
My
a
dear.
performer. Yes,
This is tiring.
it is indeed.
To lay down. Do as I wilt. Do as thou wilt.
Very well then, Edmund. I shall make some small changes as I go, but before the show I shall tell you of all of them.
Do you think that there is indeed enough time to do this, Lance?
I don't know if there's enough time.
Look at what a state you have put my love in. And this is not only, see, you can prance about and do whatever you want during your performances, but once this rehearsal is over and the two of us go home, I quite have to deal with the emotional state of my love.
It seems that thou hast not dealt with the emotional state of your love for some time. If he is in this state now.
I feel that if this play does not go well, it could quite kill Edmund.
It could quite kill all of us. And thou, I must say, Leopold, I do not think that the show is riding on your looks. It is, in fact, on my shoulders, the entire breadth and width of it. Perhaps with Balthazar's help, of course, as an amiable fool in a show is always very well. And also he has a piteous death scene, which I must applaud very much. But you, as always, are just very attractive. Why, we could put you in a vase and you could be the flowers of our show. And that would be as much worth as you bring to the performance.
Well, yes, but my attractiveness is not something I can work on, is it? You know, there's no manner of memorization or
what I am saying
required.
Is that your attractiveness remains, but the rest, the surroundings, is not.
Is that why you feel you must make changes to every line of dialogue? Because there are other things in which you feel you are somewhat lacking and therefore need to make it up when it comes to writing?
I am capable of change, whereas you have been immovable, like a stone, like a bread that does not rise, like yeast that has been left until it is no longer yeast.
Thou would know a thing or two about bread that does not rise, wouldn't thou?
And thou wouldst know a thing or two about it too.
Just after you say that, you guys start making out. Start making love.
No. I feel that emotions are a bit heightened as today's the day we are to perform.
And potentially the last day of our lives.
That is being a bit more dramatic than the source material calls for.
Leopold, get it through thy mangled, idle-headed maggot pie of a pate.
Are we doing page 36 now?
No! That line was struck. What I am saying is, the king wants the play to be perfect.
Yes.
And if it is not perfect,
Yes.
we will be drawn
lovers.
and quartered,
Yes, meaning the lovers.
boiled in oil.
Right. They need to impress the king. Otherwise, the lovers will not be betrothed. I know all of this. I don't understand. You seem to be deliberately, sir. Your point is not any more well made, depending on how close you are to my face, sir. Yes, yes,
kiss
indeed.
me.
Yes,
Kiss
I do.
me.
No,
Kiss me.
no, that's
Kiss
not.
me.
No,
Kiss me. Kiss me.
that is not the way one requires affection. No,
And
it's
just as you kiss each other, I walk out.
Oh! Enough, I say, Lance, of your script adjustments. No, there are not to be two
I'll be back.
sets of lovers in this play. Oh, very well, very well.
And I walk out and I leave the theater.
Now look what you've done.
Now look what I've done, I swear. If by the end of today, the circumstances allow for the two of us not to be together, I might be forced to take your life as well, sir. There, I said it. Obviously, I don't mean such a thing, but I don't know how else to make you afraid, sir, of the consequences of your actions.
And I do not know how to make you afraid.
I must go, because it appears I have a overstuffed baguette in my pants. And I walk out.
Black dye, right? She didn't get. You didn't get to tell him He didn't believe you that.
No, he didn't believe me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Leopold, final scene of
We got to
Act
turn
1.
things around. Otherwise, this is going to be a happy ending. This is
It's going to be a good play.
All right.
Final scene of Act 1.
I've gone into the streets looking for. I just cannot commit anybody's name. Looking for Edmund. And I'm walking around, and I happen to go by the local pub. So I wander into the pub. Like, Edmund, you in here? I searched the dressing rooms and did not find Edmund. It's strange. I not seen Balthazar either. This is usually where one can find him, if not in the theater. I walk up to the bartender. Barkeep, excuse me. I am looking for either Edmund Adams or Balthazar Bertrands. Have you seen either of them?
Oh, you mean Balthazar who owes me just over 6 pence the richer?
Yes.
If I saw that Balthazar, you could rest assured he'd be missing some teeth.
As I have a show to put on tonight, I am very much in need of all of my teeth.
Not you, Balthazar. I don't even know who you are, pretty boy.
If thou'st call me a boy who is pretty, then
Yes, you are.
that is all the information that you need, sir. Thank you very much.
What?
But you have not seen Balthazar currently. When was the
No, I
last time
told you if I saw
Balthazar?
him, he'd be toothless.
But even from a distance, would you be able to leave your bar if you'd seen him, say, through a window, or maybe you smelled him at a distance?
All right, well, maybe I heard something, but what you gonna give me for it?
I shall give you the gift of a solid performance.
No, you give me a kiss right here on the kisser. Pretty boy.
Everyone's gay.
All right.
Right here.
Okay. All right. Well, let me find my motivation. Yes. All right. Okay. Yeah.
He leads his face in.
Yeah, I knew you were a pansy. I knew it. See, I knew he was a pansy. All right. I saw the constable dragging off some dragonly drunk.
A draggedly drunk, you say?
Yeah.
Dankish, dismal, dreaming, daggedly drunk?
There was someone who smelled like a dead dog, daggedly drunk.
No.
I guess he was Balthazar, but I ain't seen no hide, no tail of him anytime soon.
Oh, thank you, sir. And I apologize for disturbing all of you as well, to the other patrons of the bar.
As far as Edmund Adams,
Yes?
I'll have him in a secret room.
In the
What?
the secret. What? It's who was
Don't tell her that secret.
who's to know about
What the fuck?
who's to know about this secret room? I thought the nature of
secret room.
I thought the nature of secret things is that they ought to be secret. You are quite forthcoming with the knowledge of said
Well,
secret
yeah, but
rooms.
if you give me another kiss on the cheek to even things out,
Now listen. Now
I might tell you.
Now you listen to me, barkeep. I am not quickly to fall for such things again. If you want a proper kiss on the lips, you will ask for a kiss on the lips.
Oh, yes.
Yes, give him a kiss on the lips.
Perhaps you shall show me where the secret room is, and then you shall receive
show
your sweet affection that you so
Don't
desire.
show him it's a secret.
Never mind, maybe I just misheard something. You be on with yourself, Leopold Collins.
Yeah, that's right. There's no secret room down here.
I could grab these. It's a bar, but for some reason there's two small children that are over at the table. And I grab one of them
mister.
and I lift them up in the air. What do you know about the secret room?
I don't know anything about it. Secret. You can't
Don't
know
tell
anything
him.
about a secret.
Don't tell him nothing, Maybelline.
I won't tell him. Revlon.
What is that, Maybelline? What do you know about the secret rooms?
She don't know nothing.
Maybe you're bored with it. Maybe it's me.
Right. She don't know nothing about no secret room. It's for us kids anyway.
Oh,
You
yes,
be too big.
Yes, you children, do you happen to believe in magic?
No.
Yes.
Oh, Maybelline.
Maybelline
you do believe
does.
in magic, do you? Yes, yes. Well, this happens to be, I pull out of my coat, a magic wand.
No, it
I want
ain't.
to use it to turn you into a toad. You do not tell me where the secret room is. Yes.
Oh dear. Revlon, what should I do?
I think we better tell him, Maybelline.
Oh, where's the secret room?
It's a secret, but I don't want to be no ruddy toad.
I don't want to be a ruddy toad either.
Don't turn us into a toad, mister. The secret
turn us
room's
into a
right
toad.
over there.
Yeah. It's just right there. You just walk in.
Oh,
It's-
you mean the...
See right above the door, it says secret room.
This is true.
Secret room.
I'm also noticing it's the only door in this establishment, other than the front door, which we...
Other than the front
we
door,
walk in.
yeah.
Yes.
It's not
yes.
much of a secret. We just call it that.
Ah. Yes, very well. Well, you're quite fortunate today that I was not required to turn you into a venomed amphibian.
We really got away with it.
Ooh.
Venom.
I
Yes.
didn't know I get venom. All right, I'd like to
Do
be a toad.
Do it. We want the venom.
Well, maybe if I require your assistance further, then I will come back and grant your wish.
Oh. That's what it is with the bourgeoisie. Always dangling the carrot.
Revlon, steal his wand.
Okay. I try to steal your wand.
No, get away!
Punch him in the nuts, Maybelline.
I push them away, and I go finally to the secret room,
He broke my arm.
and I open the door.
Not again.
And it is there's a basement below the door of the secret room, but there are no stairs. And I Natural one.
Nice. That's a black, I guess. Okay, so now we have the special
Oh, we didn't
tilt.
give anyone the dice.
That's in Act 2 just.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No.
You keep your die in
Oh,
Act
it's
2, you're
only in
supposed to give
Act
them out.
1. Damn
Yeah.
it.
Oh well.
I flipped
well,
it.
Yeah,
We
whenever
didn't- we
we
forgot
do
to do it
something
last time, too.
unanimously incorrect, then at least it works out.
You're right. You're
If
right.
we did it
Jess.
halvesies and halvesies.
I got
There's
it
nothing
flipped.
normal about this production we're doing.
Well, we can give them out now if you want. I don't think it matters.
I don't remember anything we just did.
So we have a special tilt built into this play set here. Insta setup. That's not what we want. Okay, so well, the dice that we wound up with here, add them up and subtract whichever color is lower out of whichever color is higher.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got a black 7. Jones has a black 9. So you got me licked. So
Yeah,
it'd be
I'm a white
Jess,
4.
Yeah, Jess and Jones.
And I'm a black 3.
Okay, so Jones, you got a higher number. Do you want to do a big category or a little
Yes.
category?
A big
All right.
category.
So is this a comedy or a tragedy?
Well, it's a tragedy, but we have a lot of white die left, so I think things are going to work out.
it's
But
a
maybe the more
tragic
tragic we
comedy.
make the play, the more we win, I guess, at the end of the day. Depends on what King Henry likes.
Well, I got 2 tilt tables here, a comedy one and a tragedy one. Seems
Let's
like a
do a
comedy.
comedy one.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Jones, you want The Tempest, Midsummer Night's Dream, Winter's Tale, Twelfth Night, As You Like It, A Do About a Shrew. I guess it's a combo, or Stage Direction.
Let's do Midsummer. It's a good theme, I think.
Okay, so then Jessica, you have any number. Which one do you want in Midsummer?
Oh, wait, I was the highest?
Yeah, you're the only one that had a high
4
white
to
number.
Amanda's 3, I think.
Oh, we're in Midsummer. The course of true love never did run smooth. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Nay, faith, let me not play woman. I have a beard coming. Though she be but little, she is fierce. Hot ice and wondrous strange snow. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say 3. Nay, faith, let me not play woman. I have a beard coming. No, never mind. The course of true love never did run smooth. Let's just go there.
Yeah. Okay.
It's always a good call.
The course of true love never did run smooth. That will be our tilt for Act 2. And we will be right back directly. Welcome back to Act 2. Things are getting speechy over here. Two of us are trapped in different places. Edmund is God knows where, and Lance is holding down the fort back at the Globe, while William Shakespeare sleeps in the back row of the house. Everything's going great. Jess, it is your scene.
Edmund was not in a secret room.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty 100% the barkeep was trapping Leopold.
Yeah, it's a psycho. Trapping the only person who knows where Bertrand is. Or Balthazar, I mean.
But Edmund we find Edmund in a back alley deal trying to purchase a real dagger.
Whoa.
So in the scene that one of the lovers were going to kill themselves, they found a retractable dagger. And since we were going to change it to Balthazar's scene, you will use that retractable dagger.
A betrayal?
My character, I'm just saying it's a similar looking dagger, is purchasing. So you're telling me no, I'm trying to do it.
So you're telling me that you're gonna buy this nice dagger right here? This one right here. This is a nice looking. I like this knife.
Well, but purchase is more. I would like to.
Are you telling me that you're about to perform a monologue that you've written yourself in perfect iambic pentameter for this knife? Because I would very much like to see that. In fact, I would definitely give you this if you did that.
I'm not going to.
Are you saying that you're about to attempt to juggle and recite a monologue at the same time? For I would very much like to see that as well.
What, is somebody got a juggle in this alleyway?
Yeah. Come on down. Come on down.
Go juggle.
Yeah, this young lad is about to juggle and perform a monologue.
I got up this morning thinking I could use a good juggle.
I'd love to see a good juggle myself.
Come along, little Revlon from the neighbour shop.
Oh, right. Yeah. Me sister Maybelline.
Never mind.
In the hole.
And Edmund runs the opposite direction from everyone.
Oh.
Shit.
There goes our wonderful monologuist.
No juggling. Do either of you know how to juggle?
I know how to throw knives.
Oh, that's not what I came into this alleyway for.
No.
Good day.
I would say that. Wow.
Yeah, pretty good, right?
That was real good. You scared that man right good.
As I walk away from this stupid setup, this completely troll,
100% realistic.
Yeah, completely. I pass like the constable's area, where it's just like an open cage, like people are like waiting to get processed, and I see Balthazar. Oh my.
Edmund. Is that you?
Say nothing. Constable.
Yes.
This
You were trying to feed this one, were you?
No, sir.
Please.
Shut the fuck up.
Whoa. Edmund,
I do believe.
So you do know this one personally?
Constable, I am sure that you have apprehended this man for good reason.
I was drunk.
Of course I have. Look at him.
Drunk.
Look at him.
Must
You think someone in my position should let this person walk around in this state? Here in the streets?
Drunk.
Look at the society we live in. It's civilized.
Yes, you're
Can't have people walking around. What if children want to see this man?
Constable, have I told you lately that I value your job very much? You bring such safety to our streets.
Oh. Well, thank you. Have I told you lately that I don't give two shits, you paunchy, onion-eyed minnow?
Are you gonna let him talk to you that way?
Constable.
I don't believe that there's anything you do about it. Edmund?
Constable.
Edmund?
While
Edmund is talking to the constable, Balthazar like drunkenly just reaches through the bars and like pulls the keys out of the constable's pocket and starts trying to unlock the cage.
I'm sorry, you were going to say something. Convince me.
I should wonder, Constable, have you ever been on the stage?
The door swings open and Balthazar kind of just like wanders off behind them.
I feel like walking down the streets of this city is like being on the stage every day. Everyone's putting on an act. Nobody's allowed to be themselves in this town.
Constable, I shall let you keep your villain if you shall be my hero.
Your hero? What's that supposed to mean? You coming on to me?
No.
I don't do my job to be a hero. I do my job because it's the right thing to do.
I want you on my
I do my job because my father was a constable and his father was a constable. And there's nothing I would rather be. I'm not going to go up on stage and pretend to be someone else. I am who I am. And I'm a very good constable, which is why I have apprehended this man. The little jail cell is empty. What? He was just...
You see me like going into the globe. Ah! I guess that's a white. I'm getting the old razzle dazzle. Okay, my turn. What?
I feel so bad. I so want you to eat, but you obviously can't ever.
Oh no!
It's just, the play would have to end.
It's
in that
such
moment.
a great gift that you gave your character, though. That
Oh yeah!
it's such.
All I want to do is eat something, and I just keep getting drunker. Oh my god. Okay, so Balthazar Bertrand. Geez, I guess is it like we're about to start the play? So the curtain is about to rise. The crowd is in their seats, and Balthazar, the fool, has the opening soliloquy that sets the whole thing in motion. And he is so drunk, and everyone is very worried. And then Balthazar just goes up to Edmund and says, Edmund, don't worry. I've got everything under control. Everything will be fine. I'm gonna just go up there and do my soliloquy.
Edmund, I'm very sorry to interrupt you, but have you seen Leopold? He is not in his place.
Leopold, Missy?
Lance, I have no time for your silly jokes or your...
No, he is not here. He is not at the theatre. I have checked his room, which has my bread in it, but never mind. And he is not there. He is not backstage. He is not under the prop table. He is not under the trapdoor. I have looked in all of the nooks and crannies I could think of. I've looked behind the theatre. I've looked all the way around it. 'Tis a circle, and yet I cannot find him.
I may have information that is valuable to this problem. From the cage of the constable, I may have been able to see the pub. And Leopold may have gone into the pub.
So we shall have two drunken knaves at our fool tonight.
Listen,
The curtain rises. I must go.
fools. The lovers will not be seen until Act 2. Scene 1. You shall keep the audience rapt, and you shall not deviate from the script that I have written, for it truly is your lives. And Balthazar, I
Yes.
shall see you in the catacombs in Act 3.
I look forward to it. Then I get to lie down.
Edmund runs out.
The curtain rises, Lance. Perhaps Edmund shall find his lover. Meanwhile, I must go do the opening soliloquy. Here I go. So Edmund trips, or Bertrand, Balthazar, God, trips up onto the stage and falls in, and everyone in the crowd starts laughing, which is fine because I'm playing the evil fool character.
And the king is Jess. He's so big. He's so big.
Yeah.
He takes
huge big boy.
3 seats, and he turns to his wife, who is just so unhappy. I thought this was a tragedy.
Oh, it will be, my lord. It will be. All these plays are tragical, especially with you here.
It will be a tragedy if I am not amused.
Welcome, fair denizens. Fool though I may be, I am but your humble guide this evening through this tale, both comic and tragic, both whimsical and treacherous, of lovers.
Get your peanuts here.
Peanuts?
Peanuts. You, peanuts over there, all right.
You got a hot dog.
I cannot eat these peanuts right now, young man. I am giving a soliloquy.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. It was for the man over there. Can you toss that over to the other side? Thank you, sir.
Keep it down.
Fish on a stick. Fish on a stick.
A tale of two lovers.
Your kippers. Get your fish on a
Of a
stick.
fishwife and his mistress. No.
Did he say two lubbers?
Two lovers,
Oh, yes.
both alike in dignity. That's the other one. Two lovers who are both very much in love, and who right. My name is Albatross, and I am but a humble king's fool. Though I shall ask you, my friends, do not let thine eyes deceive you. Though I may be a slovenly dressed, ill-statured young fool, perhaps there is a twinkle in my eye. Perhaps many of these events are but mere machinations set in motion by my wicked fingertips, as though a clockmaker making the universe had ill intent. Set upon this stage, you shall find ill-fated lovers, ill-fated knights, and performers trying their damnedest not to die, but also...
For audience members only, full-size haunch of ham with buttered bread, completely free. This moment only, as long as you're only in the audience.
Ham!
Nah, I
my
got these peanuts.
cousin-
I'm good now, thanks.
My cousin Ham shall make of himself a grave visage, for he shall try to come betwixt the lovers two. But does he not know that he is but a pawn upon my wicked game board, being moved by my fingers, by my eyes?
Albatross, my sincere and faithful servant,
Of
I,
course,
your
my king.
have come, and will ask ye for thy advice.
Yes, my king. Anything.
I have in my kingdom many catacombs,
Yes.
and yet I have no lovers. I wish to have more of one and less of the other. Perhaps you can assist me.
My lord, it would be a pleasure. I may suggest that you may not need as many catacombs if you cease beheading potential lovers and instead brought them to bed.
Oh, to bed. To bed.
To wed!
Bed
To wed!
or not to bed? That is the question. Whether
I
to
find-
snuggle down in the comforter of love, or to unsheet and go about and sleep not.
Well, you can do a little of both, my lord. Not sleeping and loving, you see.
Go on.
Well, you see, my lord, when a man...
And that is enough. Thank you.
Yes? I shall take my leave to find a lover for you henceforth.
And I shall sit upon my throne and wait among my many vases for the faces that you shall bring forth.
Scene. I think that went all right for
Honestly, it was great. I think
We're all still alive. That's a white
I meant to. I just didn't want to interrupt, but the king is pleased, and the audience was wrapped with your
great.
introduction. That's how I felt.
Great.
great.
And stuffed.
Yeah,
stuff.
they are.
They were doing very well.
Balthazar is like peeking through the curtains at all the food, and the audience is just like,
Like one nut fell on the stage, but a rat just grabbed it and like
yeah.
go.
Amanda's turn, right? Yeah.
Backstage. King.
You're doing great, Lance. You're doing phantasmically.
Thank you, Balthazar, but I have to tell you, my mind is consumed while these musicians are playing the interlude.
Yes.
All I can do is think about Leopold. And
I too have been wondering about the young man. I saw the two pub knaves in the audience.
Revlon and Maybelline, yes.
Wonderful Revlon and Maybelline, yes. And they had quite a strange look on their faces as they looked up upon us, like they knew something we didn't. But of course, they are little bastards. They always look like that.
Yes. I cannot speak to their parentage, and yet I shall speak to them. Perhaps we have a moment. I could steal away behind the theater or around it to the side of it. Well, it's a circle. I shall go out a door, and I shall see if I can speak to them. But
Has
Balthazar.
Edmund returned? Yes.
Edmund,
Where's Edmund?
I don't know. Perhaps he is preparing for the tragical scene in Act 3. I believe I have moments still. Perhaps I should go talk to them and see what they know, or... No,
Well, I'm not on for,
then you, Balthazar.
I'll go
You
look
should
in the
go.
pub. I'll go look in the pub.
You look in the pub, for I have a scene.
You have a scene. I'll go look in the pub.
But do
My
return, because by
What?
line 54, you are back on stage.
I shall count the lines in my mind.
Begin the count now, for I hear the musicians are ending their song.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, yes, that's that beautiful trumpeting. I shall go check the pub. I shall return in 6 minutes.
6 minutes, and I shall make sure that my scene lasts at least that long. The flugelhorn has stopped. I must onto the stage.
Balthazar walks off.
And Lance is so absolutely consumed with worry for his former lover. And he walks onto the stage, and the lights shine in his eyes, and he is vulnerable and suddenly performs very well. Now, in this evening that I have proclaimed, the night that I have taken on myself, that may not end. I alone, lover-less, for all the lovers I did send away. Alack a day, 'twas pride, and I, myself, am to blame. And then he realizes that that was only 3 minutes. And so I, with pride, did a lion's visage summon forth, and roar did I fiercely thus. For lions have their pride and mane, which in the main is sleek and glossy, yet such a touch of
mewish meows that could tame the sweetest pussycat. And I look at the king and I see that he was enraptured, but now he's kind of getting a little annoyed. And but all kings are really, really great, especially the one that's here. For let us.
The crowd's like, yeah.
Right, okay.
And henceforth, let there be only kings that are as great as you, but this one mostly all the time.
Cut to the stage manager standing by the side of the stage, like feverishly paging through the script, just like, what the fuck? What's going on?
And I'm like, I'm looking for Balthazar, but Balthazar's not back yet. And suddenly, perhaps the trap door jiggles. Yes.
Balthazar bursts up from the trapdoor.
Ah,
'Tis I, my lord. I have found your lover. And then
I come up after
yeah.
Balthazar. I have a giant bruise on my head, covered in mud.
Yeah.
Ha ha!
We took the secret passage through the catacombs, which leads, coincidentally, from under the pub to this very throne room.
my wit and reason hath returned, and with it my true love. For now I see that thou art here, and my heart soars above. For I, upon seeing thy visage clear, doth know that my next choice is clear.
I take the mud and like make little pigtails like out of my hair.
For I must thee wed before the night is through. Will thou thy troth give from thee unto Mew?
I walk in just in time to hear Mew. I'm like, Mew?
I have never heard but Mew so sweet. To marry you, what a gentle treat.
I turn. Oh, you go.
Oh no, you go.
Balthazar turns to the audience. The king shall wed my simple knave, is all my plan which leads them to the grave. And then I like.
And then the flugel player comes back. We will now take a brief intermission.
More peanuts.
See.
Get a full ham, total size.
Amanda, when you were doing
With a side of honey.
That seems like a white die, right?
monologue, your husband was just looking at you. Like,
Yeah. You're very good at this. The words and the rhymes,
Yes,
my God.
we needed to come in and disrupt it. It was so good.
Yeah. Okay, what the shit? Jones?
All right, yes. So yes, I am what is anyone's name? None of these names are sticking. So Balthazar and Lance are trying to figure out what they are going to do. They are discussing these new developments, and Edmund has grabbed me and pulled me to the side. It's quite simple, really. I was I fell into what was labeled to me as a secret room.
Edmund, he fell into the sex
Yes.
dungeon under the pub.
That is quite one way of putting it. And
Giorgio has a sex dungeon.
And to be honest, this is a door I had seen many times. You know, as we like to go and enjoy spirits after a spirited performance, if you will. But I must say that I am no stranger to imagining quite lustful and nightmarish things. Being in the role that I am, playing the roles that I do. But I must admit I'm quite mortified over the account of today.
Have you never been into a sex dungeon before?
No. You Balthazar, you may not believe it, but no, I quite have not. I must admit, I don't believe I was selected for such purposes because of my charming wit or my extreme talent. In fact, I question many things after today's events. I do believe that these circumstances only befell me because of my appearance. What say you, Edmund? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me this was just an accident, and that people don't take advantage of me because of. And gestures to his face. This.
Leopold, you are gorgeous.
Very handsome man.
It would be irresponsible of you to not realize.
I did not ask to be.
No, it is a burden. It is a burden.
Nor did I ask to be playing one who is betrothed to the king, but here we are.
You were never to be betrothed to the king. Some sort of weird rewrite. I should have been more focused. I should have gotten out of my own way and not let Lance rewrite the entire play. You and I are to be the lovers.
Yes. Perhaps
How
there
are
is.
we supposed to write this shit?
Worry not. I've got it all under control.
Oh, yes, I have a plan for you, Balthasar.
Oh, do you?
Yes, this is certainly something that will make sure the king will never forget us.
I've got a plan for you. He boops you on the nose.
I don't know how it's possible, but your finger smells like shit.
Well, we discovered a way out of the sex dungeon.
Yes.
When I said on stage there was a tunnel through the catacomb,
Right.
it was not entirely untrue because we found that there was a gong hole in the sex dungeon, which led through to quite near under the stage. I never knew about it.
There are many bizarre exits and entrances in that dungeon.
But it's a poopy hole.
Yes, so, Leopold, you are the most beautiful man that could ever play a woman, and my heart shall always be yours, but it does not feel as yours is mine, and that is fine. True love is one where you can let someone come and go as they please. And the question I asked you earlier, if you were to be satisfied in your life, I know the truth for myself is, at the very least, I got to burn by your son for just a little.
I feel as though I shouldn't be here listening to all this.
Well,
Maybe I'll go over here.
I don't feel that I'm quite here either. This is not. We are not to be thinking of our own lives. We're in the middle of a play. We are to be thinking of others. I'm to be thinking of my love and betrothal to the king. You know, you and I are not quite lovers in this moment. I am entangled in a relationship with royalty.
That is just it, Leopold, and you never understood this about my writing. I write to reflect our lives. How else do I get those stories? How else am I to understand the soul of a human? How else am I to entertain a king? It is no surprise. And just as I'm saying all these things, the curtain draws back, and you don't know it, my back's to the audience. It is no surprise that I have cast an idiot to be underneath the king, for you see that the king has an idiot beneath him. It is no surprise that I have cast you as someone that I love, for that is how I feel about you. And it is no surprise that your fate lies in the balance of an unwise king. And then
What is this? I, King Henry, have heard these words. What speaketh thou?
Balthazar rushes onto the stage and says, "Lo, 'tis the king's lover's secret lover, of whom I spoke at the beginning of the play.
Oh,
Watch.
this is part of the plot.
Of course, my lord.
Carry on. I am a king in the audience, not the king on stage.
He is vicious and conniving and scheming, as you see, and he is plotting against the king on stage, my lord, and I am behind it all.
Yes.
I turn upstage and look at Edmund and Leopold, and I'm like,
Meeting popcorn.
When you, when you said, my dear lover, that you had cast the king, you meant you had cast your gaze upon the king, and you put me in a position, despite the intense love that we feel for each other, to maybe bring some happiness into the king's life.
Do not write. It is not your strength.
You and I, no, 'tis not. Perhaps that you should write the words that I shall say to the king. Much as in, I do not know how to communicate my true affections. And when I shall see the king tonight,
I kiss Leopold to shut him the fuck up.
a lover's kiss.
And then Lance, as the king on stage, enters.
Ah, my love, what is this? What do I spy? A lover's kiss? Now, knave, you die.
I pull out. Yeah, scene. I think that's a scene.
Yeah, that's
And then the bugle horns come in.
Black die?
I mean, I made it back. Or no, that's
White die, I guess. It went all right. We pulled it out.
I have way too much protection from the other actors in this company than I deserve. Y'all
All right,
were very nice to me. I think that's a white die.
One turn each left. Edmund, what are you up to?
We fast forward to the catacomb scene.
I had a feeling.
Because when the king Lance said the knave, he was referring that he believed that the fool had led him astray to fall in love with somebody. Like that was a plot that that's how Edmund rewrote it. And not only though it has the king sentenced the knave to die, he's also outlawed the two lovers. And wants their head on a platter too. So he's also made it difficult, in the plot to for us to be together, because he's going to marry. No, he's going to marry the woman anyway. He's also outlawed me. So I do not have the real dagger. I do have the fake dagger.
Okay.
And Balthazar and I are doing the scene of the catacombs. And it's very dark on stage, and misty again, because just naturally misty.
Yeah.
Show thyself, you foolish man.
I am but here in the shadows where I belong.
You are
Cast
not
here for my gratitude to my king.
You are not where you belong yet.
Oh.
What rules are you playing at? Why did you introduce my betrothed to the king?
Well, the reasons are twofold, my friend.
I am not your friend. Speak true.
You were once my friend. Do you forget so easily?
Our stations in life have precluded us from being able to say such things.
Did you not grow up upon a farm?
How did you know that?
Because I, too, grew up upon a farm, brother.
The crowd.
That's right. The brother you thought long dead, cast into the sea by a storm. 'Tis me. I washed up upon these shores and clawed my way into the king's very chambers as his fool,
See, we knew for the star you were born under that you would be foolish and you would be full of betrayal, which is why we cast you into the ocean, Yonsington.
I long suspected it had been on purpose. And it is true. Mine heart is as twisted as my form, for I am a wretch through and through. 'Tis not love which motivates me, 'tis hatred. Hatred.
Control yourself and embrace your brother one last time.
I see the knife you carry there, brother. Why should I embrace thee?
I shall cast it aside.
Blink, 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 blink.
I do not need your blood, for I have it already.
So true, brother. So true. Perhaps we are more alike than I had suspected. Very well. Shall be an interesting experience to feel, if not loved, embraced. And he moves to hug you.
And we move slowly and closely together, very choreographed. And Balthazar, by the way, is killing it right now.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's like completely sobered up. He's like incredible. And Edmund goes to embrace, but then closes his grip around Balthazar's neck. And at first, it looks like a stage choke, but then it turns into a real choke.
Balthazar says, "Brother, how do you like my rewrites?"
There is only one writer here, and it is me.
Perhaps you shall find that my writing shall outlive my form.
I say to Lance backstage, quite realistic, don't you think?
Oh, yes. I did not see this in rehearsal, but I think they have improved upon it very much. This is very different from what they rehearsed. Very different indeed, but I like it much better. Very unlike Edmund to improvise in this way.
The king is beside himself, and he's like, and he accidentally completely inhales a ham hock. Like, it's in, like, and his little wife punches him in the gut. He spits out the bone. It hits Balthazar in the head. It wakes Balthazar up.
And a chunk of ham falls into his mouth.
A pre-chewed ham, so it slides right down his throat.
Brother, I feel a new lease on life. Your forgiveness tastes as sweet as honeyed ham. You could have killed me just now.
It is not my hand that does not kill you. It is the king's. And we both look up at the king. Who
The
is
real
just
king or Lance?
the real king.
This is very good indeed. Continue with the play.
Yeah, so but I think that scene ends.
Okay.
And so does my scene.
Was that
That's
a black?
a black
Or,
die. Yeah, that's
that
a black.
seems
You
like
did
were
not-
trying to kill me. What fun. Okay. It is the okay, so the scene that's about to happen is Edmund as the lover who's been exiled is outside the city gates after escaping the catacombs after trying to kill his brother, the fool. And Balthazar is backstage with Leopold and Lance. And Leopold is about to go on stage because he meets her lover, the character's lover. But Balthazar hands them both some new pages. And lying says, these are new pages from Edmund. Though, like, clearly, the handwriting is different than Edmund's. And I do believe, Leopold, you are time to go on stage.
Where could my king be, to whom I am betrothed, and of whose love I hope to win? I shall wait here by this tree.
Lance, in the new pages.
Balthazar,
Yes.
I have some questions about the script.
Yes.
In this scene, it says
Waiting by the tree.
that I am to actually wed Leopold and not. Oh, well, you know what I mean. Not Leopold,
yeah.
the character, and not Edmund's character, which is
That is
how it
correct.
was originally writ.
I don't know. Edmund did a rewrite.
Oh, well, very well, very well. Yeah, I memorized.
Great. Well, you are on. Go and meet your lover.
It is I.
Oh,
Your king has arrived, and with me a ring. For thou art to be my queen, if thou shouldst wish it. And for dinner tonight, we shall have to fish it. For fish is a feast for lovers, and we shall be those. If you will join me in saying wedding vows.
if we are to perform the sport you seek, look, my lord, a bubbling creek.
Ah, then onto our knees shall we now kneel, and from this stream pull forth an eel. An eel, 'tis a great omen, yes? Balthazar, these rhymes are very good.
Thank you.
Eel, which then a ring becomes for me to place into your thumb.
On your thumb. Balthazar comes out, and Edmund is also in your version of the script that you still think you're doing. You are meant to meet your lover here too, so now you are on the stage, and then I come out as well. I am here, my lord, to fulfill your wedding by the bubbling brook, as you requested.
Ah, most good, most good.
Ah, is that not the knave you cast out into exile, my lord?
It is. It is Balthazar. This is the new sword duel you've written in.
Yes.
Ah, yes. I have practiced this.
Oh, wait. My lord, that
Yes.
sword is loose. Do use my knife. And it's the knife. It's the knife from the alleyway that you were trying to buy earlier. Let me go and fix your sword, my lord.
Surely not such wicked, rottish violence should be committed on my behalf.
And my character comes stumbling out very gallantly. Something is amiss, and this is my miss.
And I have a fish.
And I have a fist
And a knife, my lord.
and a knife, which I must say, now, Balthazar, I don't mean to criticize, but I have not practiced this with a short blade. I've
You'll
only
do
practiced
fine,
long.
my lord. Fear not, my lord, for you are one of the most skilled swordsmen and knivesmen in all the land. Everyone knows. And I
yes.
gesture to the real king, too.
I lean to Edmund a little bit. These pages are wonderful, dear, wonderful.
And now, knave, let us duel.
Thou art a knave if thou dost think that I am one.
Well, then, I am rubber and you are glue. What bounces off me doth stick to you.
Each has landed. She's like, it's not deep, but has just sliced me. Oh!
These effects are very good. I did not know. Perhaps I am wounded too.
No, my lord, for the blade is coated with poison.
Oh.
So,
Ow!
surely if the blade was covered in poison, then just one stab would be quite enough. I
It
think.
would indeed.
My arm is hurt.
Yes, my lord. Here, perhaps you'd better go inside, and drink from the little green bottle. The little green bottle under the stage. Stage left. There's a little green. Lance, go and drink the little green bottle under the stage. Stage left.
These
right now.
these lines are not written. The scene is not
Lance,
over.
Lance, listen to me. Go.
I
and
have defeated the knave as I said I could. I did show him my glaive, which I said I would. And now with my maid I shall soon retire.
My lord, you
For
need
I
to go
am the
and
king, your royal sire.
damn it.
My love, but poor knave. Are you all right?
My dearest Leopold,
This is not the ending I would have wanted, but it's the king.
this is the
What-
ending
what
that
other
was
actions?
always going to be, my love. It was just always going to end this way, where I was tragically alone and you allowed to live to your full potential. If by my dying tonight here has ensured your life, that I have died well.
Very, very, very well. Very well. You're doing wonderfully.
Leopold, I love.
Edmund. What? Edmund.
Oh, it's a very good play. Very, really good play. Very
And
good
so,
play. I shall see it again tomorrow.
the curtain goes down behind my character, the fool, and Leopold is kind of like half caught in it and half like, so you maybe go toward Edmund or not. But now the fool ends the play. And so you see, all my machinations have come to be. For this king wicked, so was he. And the knave, out of towner, could not be the one to love the fairest maid. For truly, no one good enough for her was ever made. Fool though I be alone, forever, with my regret and pain. For mistakes were made, I now made them plain. And I regret what I have done this day. But it was for the greater good, to spare more lives than otherwise would. Though tragic error killed the king, it means that fewer of us swing.
Like half the audience is left.
Yeah.
Discounted full ham.
Yeah,
Get your
sausages.
discounted full ham.
Sausages.
Fish
then I
bits,
just say-
not on sticks, just bits.
And then I just say, enjoy the ham. And then Balthazar leaves the stage. Scene?
Yeah.
I got what I wanted, kinda. I
Holy cow.
didn't want to get murdered.
Uh,
So now it's Amanda's turn.
Lance finds himself in a state of in between. The curtain is down on the stage, and the candlelight is flickering, and he has a vision. It comes to him, and in the vision there's a message, which is that he's not a very good actor. but that he is actually a very good bread maker. And that the issue with his sourdough was that it kept getting too warm. And he needed to keep it a little cooler. And so in this semi-poisoned state, this extremely important information is enough for him to pull himself up and look around in bafflement.
Edmund, I'm slapping Edmund. Edmund, wake up. Edmund.
Balthazar comes over to Lance with the green vial of a little green bottle.
Edmund.
Lance, drink this quickly.
I feel much better. What?
Here, give me. Is there a remainder in the bottle?
What stagecraft is this?
Oh, just a little stagecraft, like you said. Give me the rest of that bottle. Leopold, see if you can get Edmund to drink this.
Edmund, drink this. I splash it really messily, like all over.
No,
Edmund's face.
in his mouth, Lance.
Rub it
Leopold.
Yes. Drink.
It's way
Drink
too
it,
late.
damn
He's
fool,
totally
drink.
dead. He's so dead.
Damn.
He's so
Drink.
dead.
Wait. I like rub some on my lips and like.
Leopold, be careful.
Yes, Edmund. No, I've seen this work before.
There's quite a lot of poison in his blood.
No.
Poison.
Well, you weren't supposed to hit him so many times. I thought he would pass out, learn a lesson, and then we'd bring him back.
I only did the choreography. I hit him with the knife the number of times, but the knife is so short, so it was supposed to get blocked by the sword.
It's not your fault, Lance. It's mine. I coated the blade in the poison.
You what?
Listen.
What
I
is
should
the
have
matter
done a
with
prop check. Ugh, such a fool am I.
Lance, it's not your fault. Listen to me, Leopold. Edmund had intentionally written a terrible script. The king was going to kill us if the script was bad.
I've been killed by this king before.
No.
It's just a matter of obviously. It seems like you are unable to take a bad
in real
review,
life,
sir.
He was going
This,
to
of course,
hang us.
Acting is real life.
He was going to hang us, Leopold.
The only one left hanging was you with your
Leopold,
revisions.
slap.
What? Where am I?
Listen to us.
I'm-
We are not acting now.
This is real. I may be wrong. I've been very drunk, and I have not had any food in 3 days, and I am so tired and so hungry. But I just thought that Edmund is a better writer than this, and it seemed to me that Edmund had been sad, and that Edmund had said some things, both in the script, in the words, and in real life, that led me to believe that Edmund perhaps was hurting, and was going to take us all with
decisions
us.
to make.
I didn't want to die, Leopold.
Are all of our fates in your hands, Balthazar? Are we just to go on whatever whims you seek?
I was just playing my role, dear Leopold.
What roles are we to play now? What plays are we to perform, if not to have a writer? Most of the lines I've ever read in my career were written by this beautiful person, who now lieth dead before me, really bleeding all over the place. We really should get some kind of a bandage or something. It really is quite a messy scene. Surely we're never using this costume again.
Oh,
I think the costume is ruined. Yes. I'm so sorry.
I know this is a long shot, but hear me out.
Yes.
The properties of no, wait, I have a better idea.
Yes.
And
I don't know. That first idea sounded wonderful so far.
And then
Why
Lance
don't we
runs
hear them
out
both and then
across the
choose- oh,
street
Scott.
and finds this guy. Oh, no, because it was you. So Lance comes running back in and he's like, Leopold, your wand.
Yes? That I
Use
always carry
it!
on me? For what?
For the purpose it's intended. Revive Edmund. Use your magic now.
Is magic real? Wait, that's
Magic's
a
not
prop
real?
wand from Midsummer's Night's Dream that we.
Is magic not real?
No.
I don't.
Are
think
the lines we say on stage to a lover not the lines we mean in our heart?
You just said this was real life. I was instigating that this is life imitates art. You said that this was very much not the case.
Is a kiss given on stage any less of a kiss?
I've kissed this corpse 6 times already, and nothing has happened. I'm to wave a stick to this corpse, and then
Leopold.
Do you believe in
change the
magic in a young
circumstances.
girl's eyes?
oh,
Maybe the antidote worked.
No, I took the antidote far before the play.
Then you knew?
Edmund.
I knew everything, but what I did not know is if my dear, dear Leopold loved me or not, and I know now. I'm a fool. I have been a fool. This whole thing has been a ruse. The king was never to kill us.
He wasn't.
Never. No, he doesn't care that much.
Well, god damn it! I
it's not
nearly
like the
killed
play.
you for the. I rewrote your play. I nearly killed you. Were you intentionally writing a bad play, at least?
Your opinion is that it's not a good play.
I've seen your work, and it's much better than this.
I was trying
Edmund,
something.
Edmund,
I had to do a
Edmund,
lot of rewriting.
Edmund, my love, poisoned or not, you have been slashed 27 times. Please let me fetch you a bandage, or perhaps a sock to put on, or something.
We should.
What I was going to say
indeed
before I thought of the magic wand was I have a large
I find a
bag
shawl
of
and just start wrapping it around
bread.
the legs
We
and
could
arms.
pack
Oh, the
bread
bread.
into the wounds.
All that matters is that you love me.
Bread has absorptive properties.
Yes, I shall
Wait.
get my large bag of bread.
Edmund,
Wait, you
Edmund,
have bread?
Just a large bag. And I start tearing it up and just shoving it into the wounds.
I suppose we can't spare any bread. We have to mop up all the wounds with the.
That is quite right. We cannot spare any.
Yes, no. Put the crust on the outside of the wound. On the outside.
But
Okay.
but this
Then
part we
here,
just
I'll
we'll
wrap
throw
the
that to the
bandages around
ducks.
that.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
yes.
ducks get that.
Why are
The
there
ducks have to
in here?
eat, don't they?
Oh, and the flugelhorn player. Here, take a baguette.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. You played very well.
Thank you.
And then, of course, one to the 3 homeless gentlemen that sleep outside of the theater. I'll bring that to them. There we go. Edmund,
My dear.
even if, we were to be killed by the king and hanged for this performance, as I am just suddenly, alarmingly learning now, I would not want to live without you and your words and your love and your passion. That does not sound like any life at all to me. I don't care if there is a king or if I'm, ass up in some sex dungeon somewhere.
You must certainly show me to that place, and we shall have some fun together.
Fun is not the way I would describe that. No, it was quite painful.
It's very muddy too.
It was very dark too. There were things coming and going, and I'm not sure if they were people or instruments or what was going on. But really, truly, Edmund, at this point, anything for you, my love. But really, we must get you to a doctor.
Yes, I agree, but not before I tell all of you. We have written the greatest play together. Did I not say that Shakespeare wasn't able to write all those things?
Oh, dear not. Shakespeare was asleep in the back of the theater the whole evening.
He had nothing to do with this. I'm just
Nothing.
saying, by putting a fire under your asses, we have written something wonderful.
But Edmund, there's one more thing that we need.
What?
A title.
Scene.
But that was my scene.
Yeah, it's your
I can end your scene.
No! But I have an announcement.
What?
We do need a title, but I shall not assist, for I've been called back to my former occupation of bread maker. And this tonight was my final play. And now we can call the scene.
I shall get some bread from you later. I guess that's a white for Amanda? Because you got to leave and be a bread maker?
What am I gonna get? Oh,
All right, you're going to get a black, Jonesy.
Okay.
Last scene of the whole damn thing. Here we go.
It is the next day. We are at Edmund's loft, Edmund's, his home, Edmund's cottage, and Edmund is recovering in bed. And I've brought just a little batch of flowers. And I knock on the door. Edmund, Edmund, my love.
Dearest, is that
May
you?
I? Yes, may I come in?
Yes, dearest.
I brought these for you. I just picked them up, found them in a clump outside. I just thought,
They're lovely.
yes, I was never good at expressing my affections if the lines weren't written for me. As you've always said, I always let my visage do the talking. How are your bread wounds today, my love?
They seem to be quite yeasty.
Yes, you have smelled better.
Yes, darling.
But your
I'll hate that you see me like this.
your eyes are open and color is returning to your cheeks. Even though it does distress me so to see you in this condition, I did not think we would ever be having more conversations. And here our future is laid out before us. The possibilities are endless.
Yes, dear.
One of the pieces of bread falls away, and you could see that the wounds are, like, horribly infected.
Oh dear. That must be the condition of the bread, I believe. Lance, I don't think was ever suited, even though Lance has led the company, which left the company, which makes me wonder, should I find a replacement while you are in your infirm state? But surely when you are better, we are to be back on our feet and producing another production, yes?
Darling, whatever you care for, I shall agree to it.
Very well. I shall make sure not to search, by the pub. I shall search maybe at university. We should find another actor, or maybe just on the streets. I have heard many a soliloquy coming to people who are just wandering around at night.
Just let me look at your face.
Oh yes.
You're so beautiful.
Let me put my hair back. Yes.
You're so...
Oh, yes, that's right. Sleep. Yes, you need your rest to recover. It doesn't seem like you're breathing, but I won't be fooled again. You had me fooled yesterday. I thought you had left me then, but no. You had come back, shouting even. Always the showman, Edmund. Yes. All right then, I'll let you nap. I shall go find some more flowers that I will bring you this evening.
Excuse me,
I shall give.
Mister.
Yes.
Hey, mister!
To take you back to the secret room.
Come with us to the secret room! Your boyfriend's dead!
How did you? What? What do you mean?
Your boyfriend's dead! There's nothing for you but getting fucked in the sex dungeons!
First of all, my boyfriend, thank you very much, is just sleeping.
No, he's dead! Look
He's
at him,
not-
he ain't breathing!
he's
He's
not-
got a bunch of scabby, infected, yeasty wounds!
He's not. This is a professional performer. And
The
second
two
of all,
little monster kids, like, bash him on the head.
how did you even know to find me here? And how did you?
We followed you since the play!
Where did you find such terrifying blunt instruments to? Ouch! Those hurt. All right, very well. I shall slowly make my way back in the direction, but I shall not go inside the pub.
It's your choice. We don't want anyone in the sex dungeon what don't want to be there. But you were really good at it. That's what the barman said. We don't go in there. We're just children. Wicked, evil little children.
Oh, really? Really, my performance was highly regarded yesterday.
They loved you in there, yeah.
Well, Edmund, did you hear that?
He's dead, you moron.
He's not dead, he's dead tired is what he is. Edmund.
The kid, like, smashes Edmund in the stomach with the dead body.
Oh.
See? I'm
Gentle,
wailing
gentle.
on him full force. He's dead as a doornail.
He could. I've seen him take more of a walloping than that before, sir. I believe you'll have to strike him many more times. Do you hear that, Edmund? They are under the impression that you have been bested this day. But I have found another performance, another production, which I must commit myself to. But I shall find a replacement for Lance, and I shall get us money for another production, and I shall return this evening with in better tidings. To rest now. I give you like a big, long, just sloppy kiss.
Who's kissing a
Rest now.
That's
Rest
not
now.
nice. No.
All right, you tottering bastards. Lead on.
Come back
lead on.
to the sex dungeon. You were great.
Okay. I follow them back to the sex dungeon.
Good God. That was disgusting.
You were great.
The course of true love never did run smooth.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
You were great.
You are great. Okay, Jesus. I realized like the implications of what I had said, and I was like, only if you want to go back to the sex dungeon. Yeah,
Black
for
die's
sure.
a black die.
Okay, well, do your math here. Let's see. Oh God. How many fiascos have had a happy ending? Like for
couple.
real. I wonder how many.
Never for everybody. I don't think everybody gets out
Yeah.
happy. The Christmas episode wasn't terrible.
So,
Oh yeah, that was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
All right, so
I have a black 14.
I have
Yeah,
a
that's
white
pretty good.
7.
White 2.
You had a white 7, Amanda?
Yeah. No. Wait, I did the math wrong. I have 12 minus 4. I have a white 8.
Okay. Jess, what did you have?
White 2.
Oh boy. And then I have a what is that? Black 7 minus white 8. I have a white 7. 1, 2, 3, 4,
You
5,
have
6, 7.
nothing.
I have a 0. Wonderful. Okay. So we go in turn order. So Jess, you are first with a white 2, which is dreadful.
You might not be dead. Wait,
Merciless.
white 2.
White
Yeah,
two's
white
merciless.
Oh,
two
merciless. Sorry.
might not be dead on the outside, but you are sure as hell dead on the inside. The emotional or mental wounds you have suffered will never heal. Ew, the future is a brick wall. Yeah, I think I'm just dead.
Yeah, you're dead.
But like maybe one of those little Revlon or Maybelline dragged your corpse off to
The sex dungeon.
no, for like cadaver research.
Maybe.
Yeah, in the sex dungeon.
Maybe they made some money off my body somehow, but definitely.
Medical
Trying to find a
properties of
somewhat
baked bread.
happier ending. No.
Though the play was successful, but my name's nowhere near it. Shakespeare
Yeah,
wakes
they
up
give
in
it Shakespeare.
time.
You took all the credit.
Shakespeare
Yeah.
just, yeah.
Wakes up in time to like, oh, I never thought that the fool could be a twin brother.
Yeah.
What a great idea.
Yeah.
Glad I thought of
Okay.
it.
My nothing. The worst thing in the universe. This probably doesn't include death, since death would be way better than whatever this is. Be creative and don't settle for the first worst thing that comes to your mind. There's something darker, more awful, more wretched in there somewhere. Balthazar, consumed with guilt, penniless, drunk, hears of Edmund's death and sees Leopold going back into the pub with those 2 little kids who like go out and like the barkeep is like a mobster, and he's got these little kids working for him. And so Balthazar just kind of like is so consumed with guilt that he kind of just like starts walking and just keeps on going and going and leaves the city, is walking through the countryside, just starving and cold, and it starts to rain, and eventually he like falls down and can't get up, and just kind of keeps crawling for a while, and he sees a tree that looks nice to lean on, but he dies before he gets to it. Whee! Fuck.
That's
Amanda,
sad.
white 8.
White 8.
Nothing to crow about.
Not better, but not way worse either. Maybe the car is wrecked, or your spouse is leaving you, or there's a court date. But compared to some of the other people, Yeah, so turns out that Lance does figure out how to make pretty good sourdough. It's not great. It's not bad. Lance is sad that Leopold won't come back to him. And he wonders if he made the right choice. And so sometimes when the bread is rising, he monologues to it about how its crust could form and be kissed by the sun. And he wonders if his gifts were used in the right place, or if he could have really been the best actor in the world. But instead he's just a pretty good baker. And he never meets the king again. And that's just it. Just some bread. And it's fine. It's really fine.
I love it. And then against
bread,
all
Enjoyed
odds
some
here.
bread after this.
Yeah, me too, dude.
Wait.
Nuts.
Postscript, though, which is that one day Lance is walking along and sees Balthazar on the side of the road and is like, "Oh, I'm so glad I ran into you. I have your bread finally at last." And he gives the loaf of bread, and Balthazar doesn't take it because he's passed away.
Very
so
dumb.
I just like, here. And I just put it and back away slowly and go about my business.
And the maggots feast upon the bread as they do
So sad.
Balthazar's body.
Lovely.
Jones, you got a black 14, which is awesome.
Off the charts.
Insanely
Insanely great. You will emerge not only unscathed, but if there's a guy involved, he's dropping his drawers. You bet he is. You might even get rich off this caper. Who knows? Time for a new ride. Okay, so I'm taken back to the sex dungeon. And I realize that the reason why I didn't like it was dark. It was just, I couldn't see what was going on. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know if I was in charge. I didn't know if somebody else was in charge. So I demand when we get in there for there to be lights, and they light some candles in there. And I absolutely flourish in this environment.
And the room's pretty nice, too.
It's very nice. I become kind of like the madam of this establishment. And it is no longer known as the secret room. It is the Collins room. And people specifically come in and they will, it's just not a secret any longer. It is well known. The establishment booms. And if you would go, it's so much so that I actually start to take some of the audience away from the Globe, because another company comes in, and it is often known, if you go see a good show there, that if you want an even better time, you go to the bar and you ask for Collins.
That's fantastic. Love a proud sex worker.
Oh man,
Listen,
that was a
I
nightmare.
really loved this one. It was also tough.
This was maybe one of the hardest ones we've done.
Yeah,
It was very difficult.
surprising amount of stakes for characters we should not have cared about in the least.
At all.
For
Well,
some
and
reason.
like trying to weave trying to weave real life character motivations and wed them to the in the play character motivations and stuff is just like bonkers.
Well,
Shout out to
Amanda and I-
Maybelline and Revlon, though. Very good.
Oh my god.
When you said Revlon, I was like, oh my god, yeah.
That
Well,
scene,
you said Maybelline.
I said Maybelline and you said Revlon. It was perfect.
that scene was like, we're here for this.
Oh, the two little kids.
it just was like finally the scene we got like social, and it just was really great. Yeah, I think sometimes, and this is true with improv, and maybe Amanda, you can agree with me. The more we get in the weeds of the plot, the harder the whole thing can feel. Right? Would you agree?
Right.
Oh yeah. I thought we did fairly well.
I'm not
I mean, hey.
enjoying
Enjoyed
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
saying
feel
we
like
did.
we stayed like without we had to put on a play, but like we stayed pretty relationship focused. So.
As far as like story too, we could go off the rails, and we didn't.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not suggesting we did. I'm just saying
we
hard.
went a little. We had a set.
Yeah.
We had a sex
Sure.
dungeon.
You
I
be
mean,
the
yeah.
judge at home.
Yeah.
I got a black 14 and skipped the first two scenes. This worked out for me very well.
Yeah, you did. We did forget once again, second month in a row, to give the dice away in Act 1. I blame myself.
And we blame you.
Oh
Too.
right.
You should blame me. Well, especially because when you notified me of the error, I didn't believe you.
It was old-fashioned Fiasconauts. This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
this is the way they did Fiasco in
This
Old
is
England.
how they
Yeah.
played it in the 1600s. Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
Shakespeare's Fiasconauts.
It's true.
But thank you all. That was a hoot. Thanks for everyone listening and watching. Once again, sorry to the British.
Indeed.
Yeah,
And,
the accents you heard today are not accurate.
Yeah, not representative of any real living person, alive or dead. I feel like this one skirted the line of like content warning too, which I think we came out all right in the end, maybe, but it got a little racier than I kind of.
Oh, it's always gonna get racy.
Oh,
So I'm always with the thirst. Is
Oh yeah,
someone smartly? You're with the dejection, Ian. I think they said that you're Jones with like the.
The sexiness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's not what I was gonna
well,
say.
Jones always plays like a lovable oaf.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like the dumb, like the charming idiot.
Right.
Yeah,
What do me? What do I do?
you're just
You
good.
Yeah, you're just fucking good. You bring
You're just
you bring
wicked.
like serious story. Like you bring weird. You can bring weird with you.
Yeah, you bring Goofy in a lot.
You can
Great.
bring weird in. And I bring thirst in.
I have some right here in my bag.
Dude, you guys, she can't fucking stop talking about yogurt, and it's concerning at this point.
I didn't talk about yogurt today.
No, I know, but in general.
You
It's
should
just
watch.
yeah. Well, so in our show yesterday, I made Jessica into someone who grew. She was grown like a yogurt culture
As you do. Have you seen?
or like cheese.
That's where the story can go in real improv when you get all these silly
Yeah.
rules out of the way.
when you get all these
All these
rules?
dice just holding you back from your true intent.
I recently rewatched the Location is Everything episode of Documentary Now, one of my favorites. Yogurt factors into that episode. You might like it.
I'll watch
Anyway,
it.
You
we're just like chatting at this point, so maybe
you
we should end the
spleeny,
episode.
folly, fallen mold warp.
Yes,
for
you
those.
you puking folly fallen.
That's what I just said. Folly, fallen. We're
You
done.
did
Yeah,
wait,
you're out
you
of material. You're out of
pounchy
material. No,
rump
no,
fed mammoth.
no. I'm
You
out.
craven, common kissing codpiece.
You errant dread bolted flap wench.
You mewling, hell-hated maltworm.
Patreon.com/easyodds.
Patreon.com/easyalex.
Saucy reeling ripe mumble news.
End it right now. End it.
Wait, I need to go to. I need to
Gore bellied folly fallen fustelarian.
Shout out to Elthanis, Greg the Dark Knight, Kettering, Caleb, Toby Crawford, Nick, and Stephen Thomason. Do I do that on this show? I do now.
We do now.
Thank you to them.
You never have.
Patreon. I don't think
Shouteth
I ever have.
outeth.
Shouteth outeth. Patreon.com/easyallies. Goodbye.
Bye all.
Goodbye.